Make sure to like and follow the PSP Network on all social media platforms and hit that subscribe button on YouTube. PSP Network. It's game day.
Today, we deliver more wonderful birthdays at Trinity Health Family Birth Center. We offer all new private, family-centered suites. Our maternity team provides more personalized support, advanced care, and the reassurances of a NICU and a neonatologist on staff. Take a virtual tour at trinityhealth.org/Family Birth Center. Trinity Health, making more possible.
If it's fire damage, Agent Fred Iyer. From burnt to unburnt, he does that.
Our history sets us on our path. From the moment we're born, we begin our walk through life. We learn so we can discover. We find our passion and develop our skills. We build relationships. We start thinking about what we're going to leave behind to those we love. Let our legacy help shape yours. First International Bank and Trust. No matter your place in life, we can help you live first.
Great news! If you're looking for a new vehicle, Ryan Family Dealerships has the best selection we've had in years. You'll find fantastic offers from Nissan, Honda, Chevrolet, Buick, GMC, Cadillac, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram.
Hold up! Ryan sells Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram?
Yes, we do, and we'd love to sell one to you. Visit one of our 5 convenient locations in Minot and Williston. Get your next vehicle from a name you know and trust. Ryan Family Dealerships.
That sinking feeling you get when this happens? That's oil change anxiety. The anxiety of being without a car with a billion things to do. The fear of being overcharged. The stress of not knowing where to go or who to trust. But you never get those feelings at Valvoline Instant Oil Change, where you can watch us work right from your car, and we finish up in about 15 minutes.
We changed your oil and did our 18-point safety check.
Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Service you can see, experts you can trust.
Week 2 is about finding some answers, and maybe tonight, finding some warmth. We've got late October conditions for the first Friday in September. A late kickoff today at Dwayne Carlson Stadium as the Cheyenne Mustangs match up with the Minot High Magicians to kick off the home part of the schedule for the Magi on the PSP Network. We start with the Valvoline Instant Oil Change pregame show from Minot alongside Bryce Gutknecht. I'm Owen Patterson on the call. Bryce, I think it has taken far too long for you to put the headset back on and get on the broadcast. Welcome back to the PSP Network.
I was so excited missing week 1. I'm not going to lie, I did go have a little guys trip. I had a good time, but I missed football in the state of North Dakota. I'm back. It's week 2. Really excited to be here. Been a while since I've worked with you, Owen P., but we're going to have a good time tonight.
Well, you came back for what should be a pretty good matchup. I mean, it's two teams that you kind of look at the storylines, maybe just down the list, 3 to 5 of them, and they really match up almost identical, Minot and Cheyenne. Two teams that have had a lot of success over the past couple years, but are really ushering in an entirely new unit on all facets of the game, and both coming off of losses against very good teams, number 1 and number 2 respectively in the polls this week, which we'll look at in just a second, but they got to bounce back today quickly.
Yeah, I'm going to tell you something. Both coaches are not going to hit the panic meter. They knew they're going to learn a lot about their football teams here to start in these first couple weeks, these non-conference games. Big matchup here. Like you said, there is a lot of similarities. When you're looking at the backfield, you're looking at Schlichting for Sheyenne. You're looking at Anderson. Two guys really heavily relied on both these teams. And, both young quarterbacks in there trying to find their way. Going to get a lot of reps as the season goes along. They're going to improve as well.
Just getting started here from Minot. Reminder, this is the Valvoline and Oil Change pregame show. Your locally owned oil change headquarters with 25 years of the Lundins taking care of people. They make sure that local actually matters. Not to mention, it's a 15-minute stay-in-your-car oil change available in Bismarck or Minot. Find out more of what they can do online at VIOC.com. When we come back in our Valvoline and Oil Change pregame show, we'll take a look at the standings. Not too much to look at there, but an early picture of how things are shaking up in the 3A ranks. Also, the Week 2 media poll, and, of course, break down this matchup more in depth with our Northern Plains Heating and Air keys to the game. That's on the way on the PSP Network.
To introduce the fabulous edition of the Master Spas line, including the phenomenal Michael Phelps Swim Spas. Enjoy the relaxing health benefits and enjoy 0% financing up to 72 months or up to $5,000 off on all spas. You'll also find $2,000 off the MSRP on all pools, swim spas, and saunas. Come see for yourself the outstanding lineup of Master Spas, including the Michael Phelps Swim Spas, exclusively at Magic City Home Leisure.
Learned a lot about why local matters. Unlike those guys, we take pride in our work and back our tires with our Plus Plan guarantee to get the most out of your tire's lifespan.
Are the tires the same size on all the sides?
We strive to provide great value to our guests and lowest prices guaranteed.
That's not good.
Stop at a trusted tire and auto and get a set of tires from people you know and trust, and will even match those guys.
Approach at Legacy Financial Partners is a personal relationship. Our unique and collaborative approach to financial planning starts with your dreams, not just the numbers. We will work with you regularly to take action to update your plan as your needs evolve, recommending products and services that are right for your situation.
Easy. They take care of their customers.
That's right, Carson. You may be number 11 on the field, but at First Western, you and our customers are never just a number.
First Western provides the best in customer service.
When our customers call with a question, we answer their call personally.
Now that's pro-level service.
Thanks, Carson. Professional, friendly, full-service banking is what you can count on at First Western.
First Western. You can bank on us.
8 gallons of homemade ranch dressing every day, so you can smother your dinner salad with it, dip those crispy golden French fries in it, and dunk your breaded chicken strips. You can even cover your... Wait, no. You can't put ranch on steak. Or can you? Schatz Crossroads. Don't forget the ranch.
It's the easiest way to feed your friends. The hard part is picking your sub. That's why we're having a draft.
With the first pick, Sarah from Carolina selects number 13, the original Italian.
You know, I trusted my gut, and that's exactly where the sub's gonna go, so.
Hold on, we've got a trade. Jake traded his second pick with me, because I'm starved.
Freshly sliced subs to go, wherever you and your friends go. Jersey Mike's, a sub above.
As we come back to Dwayne Carlson Stadium, that sunset is going to get really pretty in just a moment, but right now it is a blinding light heading into our press box right here. Why don't we take a look at the Week 2 media poll as we get prepared for kickoff tonight in Minot. Well, a lot happened in just Week 1 of the 3A football season. A lot got changed in the rankings. Everybody's got a new spot. 2 teams are new to the rankings this week. we got to start out with maybe the biggest movers. Bismarck Legacy going from receiving votes all the way up to number 2 for taking down the defending state champions and formerly number 1 Cheyenne Mustangs.
Yeah, how about that game? Super impressive offensively. Legacy was going into Cheyenne, hostile territory, just being that physical. That really stood out to me from week 1, Owen.
Obviously, that sent the Mustangs flying down the rankings from number 1 to number 5. They're still in it. Minot High, though, can't say that for themselves. They went from 5 to out after a tough performance in Fargo against really the consensus number 1, Fargo Davies, getting all but one first-place vote this week. I think there's one team in the middle, though, we still got to learn a little bit more about, and that's a team that won on a walk-off extra point last week in overtime. The Bismarck High Demons, there might be something special there in the capital city.
Yeah, a lot of youth on that team with the Demons and that football team. It's going to be interesting to see as they go through their non-conference portion of the schedule. I'm looking at Shanley. I was talking to you about Shanley. I'm trying to figure out the East. I know the East is – I think they're better overall, top to bottom, this season, my opinion. I'm really excited to see what Shanley does. They're at Mandan tonight, a game we're covering, PSP Network. Going to be interesting to see, like I said, the East is loaded, Owen. A lot of talent over there.
Yeah, you just mentioned it. The Shanley Deacons on the PSP Network tonight in Mandan. Of course, that one starting an hour earlier. We were watching that game for just a moment. It took a minute and a half for the super fast Shanley Deacon offense to get on the board against the Braves. Not only that, we have 2 other classes represented tonight on the PSP Network. Some single A football in Region 4. Central McLean receiving votes. Dickinson Trinity in the top 5 for the Bijou Activity Center. And a 9-man football. Welcome to the party. Lewis and Clark Longhorns taking on the Kenmare Bowbells Honkers. That one is kicking off just this moment from Berthold, North Dakota. 4 games this week, Bryce, in preparation for 5 next Friday. Football on the PSP Network is going up a couple levels.
Yeah, it really is. It's what a great night, and like you said, we're even more loaded next week. I know Minot North, they got a big game tonight, but that home game next week will be up there for that one.
Having the coin toss right now. Looks like Cheyenne won it and deferred, so Minot High will start on offense, but that's still quite a ways away as we continue on with our Valvoline Instant Oil Change pregame show. By the way, those rankings brought to you by Sport Clips. It's like looking out at our Northern Plains Heating Air keys to the game. And if there's no other choice to seal your heating air game than Northern Plains, call Dylan today at 222-2155 to make sure your furnace is ready for the winter months ahead. New installation upgrades and all your furnace and AC needs. Again, call Dylan today at Northern Plains Heating Air. Their number 222-2155. A lot of question marks for these 2 offenses specifically. The one thing that's not a question mark for West Fargo Cheyenne is their running back. And if they want to find a solution to some more offense, I think they just need to go to a Schlichting solution.
Yeah, Schlichting, the NDSU commit, it's going to be a heavy dose of him tonight. They're really going to rely on him. I'm looking at the quarterbacks. I'm looking at the quarterbacks getting out of the pocket, maybe using their feet a little tonight. But don't worry, Schlichting's going to get his tonight. But I'm looking at Visnes that get that little speed option look going, maybe to use his legs a little here tonight in the Magic City.
Yeah, the 6'3" senior running back Kai Schlichting is at 979 career rushing yards entering tonight's performance. There's a good chance with just his average, he's going to eclipse 1,000 this evening in Minot. Meanwhile, for the Magi, they have to understand that and be run stoppers today on defense. Of course, you're going up against Davies, a team that just breathes running the football. They had over 300 rushing yards. You got to put a stop to that tonight and maybe force the Mustangs to air it out.
Yeah, another big challenge, another physical football team in town here in week 2 for them. You got to believe they're going to make some adjustments. I really expect them to really load that box up, Owen, commit to stopping the run here, force Visnes to throw the football to beat you tonight.
One of the key players that Minot High is going to get back today, they didn't have last week, is a guy that factored in the defense quite a bit last year, Anthony Alexander. He did not play at all against Davies. He's in the starting lineup tonight at linebacker.
He's versatile. That's what he is. He can put his hand in the ground. He can rush the passer. He drops back coverage. He does a lot of good things here for this defense. Huge for the Magi to have Anthony Alexander back tonight.
Those are keys to the game brought to you by Northern Plains Heating and Air. On the other side of this second Valvoline Instant Oil Change pregame show timeout, we'll take a look at the standings brought to you by Trusted Tire and Auto and the starting lineups delivered by the UPS Store. All that to come on the PSP Network.
For a new vehicle, Ryan Family Dealerships has the best selection we've had in years. You'll find fantastic offers from Nissan, Honda, Chevrolet, Buick, GMC, Cadillac, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram.
Hold on. Ryan sells Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram?
Yes, we do, and we'd love to sell one to you. Visit one of our 5 convenient locations in Minot and Williston. Get your next vehicle from a name you know and trust. Ryan Family Dealerships.
As a group of people living in the same place or sharing common goals. Community is the largest part of our name, and we make it the largest part of our business. We support our local schools, organizations, youth programs, and local events from Bowman to Bismarck, because we all share a common goal to better the quality of life in our communities. Come bank with us at Dakota Community Bank and Trust, your real community bank.
We want our dog to fetch it.
Drop it.
And drop it.
Name it.
We want to fix it ourselves. And actually fix it. We want to order the market price lobster. And know the market price of the lobster.
How much is... Whatever the market says.
Sadly, we can't have it all. Except at Sport Clips, where we check in with the pros in men's hair and totally check out with pure, uninterrupted relaxation. Sport Clips. It's a game changer.
That sinking feeling you get when this happens? That's oil change anxiety. The anxiety of being without a car with a billion things to do. The fear of being overcharged. The stress of not knowing where to go or who to trust. But you never get those feelings at Valvoline Instant Oil Change, where you can watch us work right from your car, and we finish up in about 15 minutes.
We changed your oil and did our 18-point safety check.
Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Service you can see, experts you can trust.
Well, the Minot High Magicians about to emerge back onto Dwayne Carlson Stadium for their home opener 2025 against the West Fargo Cheyenne Mustangs. You know, their home opener looked a lot similar to this. It was against the Mustangs last season as the #1 team in the state, the reigning champions in 2024, but it was Cheyenne that went on the road with a 24-17 win. Those were some great teams, and what was a great game last year. Can this game live up to it?
We'll have to see. The career meetings, 10 of them, Owen. Cheyenne 7, Minot High 3. See if Minot High can edge that margin a little bit here tonight at home.
Now, you mentioned that 10 all-time matchups, and of course that's just since 2014 when West Fargo Cheyenne started playing football. But you know these programs are good because half of those meetings have been in the playoffs out of their 10, and Cheyenne has gotten the advantage of them quite a bit. Again, another reminder, this is the Valvoline Instant Oil Change pregame show where local actually matters thanks to the Lundins and their 25 years of service. They've been keeping cars on the road running better than ever. It's a 15-minute stay-in-your-car oil change in either Minot or Bismarck locations. They've got 2 here in town in the Magic City. You can also find out more of what they do online at VIOC.com. It's the Valvoline Instant Oil Change. A pretty good transition into also keeping your cars on the road with a Trusted Tire and Auto 3A football standings this week, and I know, Bryce, you can go off of Week 1's results only so much, but a lot happened in the scope of 3A football last week. Of course, Minot High, a ranked team, goes on the road. They give up 42 points in the first half, but I think these first 4 weeks of these non-conference games that put quotes around it don't matter too much to the playoffs are really going to tell a lot about these teams in the WDA and what might be a down to the final week kind of league.
Yeah, going on the road, Davies showed why they're the #1 team. They are the most physical football team in AA football. Owen, the commitment to the run game, Coach Wermeyer, just talent all around that team. They got so many weapons. I think at times they were playing their 3rd, 4th string guys there in the backfield and still having all that success. But you're right, these first few weeks, like I said, probably some buzz around town in Minot. You know, fans maybe hitting the panic button a little bit. 0-1, you don't want to see that. You want to see that 1-0. But I'm going to tell you what, like I said, one guy, Coach Hendershot, ain't going to panic. He's going to continue to get his guys ready to play. I expect Coach Fillion to bounce back defensively tonight with their effort as well as a D coordinator. And I expect Sheyenne to come out and play well, too. Another physical football team. Tough week last week, but it's crazy to think one of these teams are going to be 0-2 here by the end of tonight.
And again, it's not until 3 weeks from now that you start making your way towards the playoffs. I mean, it's in the small class that is 3A football, where only 4 teams miss out on the postseason. You still got hopes. It happens every year. A team with a 3-6 record makes it into the final. It's just about getting there for Sheyenne and Minot High, who have had a lot of success lately in that postseason.
Yeah, it's all about you want to get hot at the end, Owen. You want to get hot, and like these teams knew exactly what these first few weeks are. They got to figure some things out, some rotation guys in and out of their lineups and such. Both new quarterbacks. The coaches know what they're getting themselves into, but don't get me wrong, both of them want to leave tonight here with a victory and even up their record.
Just about to kick off in the Valvoline Instant Oil Change pregame show. We pause now for the playing of the national anthem. Well, our national anthem performed today by the Minot High School Pep Band. We hear them a lot throughout the sports season, and always very, very good.
Yeah, absolutely. How about the I love the blow-up helmet. You got the youth out there. I believe if you attended one of the camps during the summer, you could come out, run with the team tonight. How cool is that? Really cool as we get ready for starting lineups.
Now let's meet those starters today, beginning with the defense for the West Fargo Sheyenne Mustangs. So they are delivered by the UPS store. They're located in South Broadway inside the Marketplace Foods Plaza in Minot, open Monday to Friday from 8:30 to 7, and on Saturdays from 8:30 to 3. For all your packing and shipping needs, it's the UPS store. Cheyenne, just like they have a lot to figure out on offense, a little bit to figure out on defense as well, but I think if you look for their leader, their captain, he's right in the middle wearing number 5 and the cowboy collar. That's going to be Zach Benzie.
Yeah, Zach Benzie, kind of that old school vibe player, very physical, always towards the top of the team in tackles each and every game. I'm also looking at Gable. I like Gable's game up there in the middle on that defensive line. He does such a good job for them. But, yeah, look for a lot of Gable. Look for a lot of Benzie. You're going to hear his name called a lot.
Yeah, Brennan Gable, you're going to look at him and say, that's a defensive tackle. He's 6'1", 230, but he's got some kind of quickness. He's got the tenacity to play the position. Led the team in tackles for loss last year with 26, so definitely a name to know. That defensive back group going to have their hands full today. A Minot High team that like to throw the deep ball against Davies. I don't think they're going to go away from it today. Hazer and Dugba, the corners, Zenker and Zink in the defensive backfield at safety. That is for 12th-year head coach Jeremy Newton. 90 wins in his career leading the West Fargo Cheyenne Mustangs. He's their only head coach in program history. No 3A football team has had 90 or more wins in that stretch other than Newton's Mustangs.
Yeah, we talked about a lot of success during his tenure there. It always seems when we're talking top teams in the state, Sheyenne, West Fargo Cheyenne, they are in the mix every season.
How about the Minot High Magician offense? Again, they're going to receive the opening kickoff, so let's talk about their offensive starters right away. That offensive line from left to right, Risbert, Nelson, DeMacus, Neff, and Fertel. And the skill position players, they got a lot of run last week in Fargo. Definitely want to get everybody involved, and definitely the same. One guy that stood out was Tariq Bell. Once he got the ball in his hands, a lot of great things happened for Minot.
Yeah, maybe some question marks on these skill guys. Who's going to step up there with maybe form that connection with Sutton there at quarterback? But, you got Pilata, you got Ludwig. You said Bell. Bell was good last week. I'm also looking at a guy, Mello, who scored last week. He jumped off the page for me, off the screen, excuse me. That little jet sweep, he's got some speed. Maybe get him involved so they're searching for their playmakers on the outside, this Magi team.
Yeah, of course, we can't talk about their starting offense without talking about their running back, Blake Anderson. 300 yards last year in his junior campaign, 10 carries, 36 yards against Fargo Davies, and really most of that came in the second half. How important is it for him to get going on drive number 1 today?
Oh, absolutely. That's going to set up their play-action pass if they can sit there, get Anderson going early. It's going to open up everything. Settle down, get Sutton some of those easier throws, those easier completions to start the football game.
Chauncey Hendershot, the head coach of the Magi, 6th season, 29-22 record. Again, Minot, they won the state championship in 3A football in 2023. It was the Cheyenne Mustangs winning it all last year, but it's a new page for both of these teams in 2025, and somebody's got to prove it today, trying to get their first win of this season. This has again been the Valve Leadington Oil Change pregame show leading up to kickoff today on the PSP Network. A little bit of a late start. We had all kinds of different start times around the state today. Some early games in the Mountain Time Zone, some late games here in Minot, and, of course, some games yesterday on Thursday and Saturday as well in the 6-man ranks,
Yeah. When Owen and I are together, there's always a little 6-man talk. So just a warning, if you're a first-time viewer on PSP, we do mention 6-man football. So
from the smallest class to the biggest class, we're set for 3A football today on the PSP Network. The Cheyenne Mustangs will be kicking off from right to left in their road white uniforms, blue helmets with orange face masks. I tell you what, say it every time I see them, one of the best looks in North Dakota high school football. As Jacob Gullix will kick this one off for the Mustangs to the awaiting Minot High Magi in the maroon and gold, the all-maroon home uniforms today. They'll be receiving in their offense going from left to right in this first half. Already coats and stocking hats out for the first Friday game in September. It has been chilly for this time of year, 50-degree temps. Maybe into the 60s in the afternoon, but going to be dropping all night long as the sun goes down. And, of course, the wind play a factor in the kicking game, not just field goals but punts tonight.
Yeah, I was just looking at the flag. It looks relatively calm, and it should calm down, obviously, the later it gets. hopefully the sun goes down a little quicker, too. I talk about it always in these first few games. I miss the 80 degrees, Owen, but I love the fall. It's football time, and let's get this one going.
Just waiting on the Mustangs. Alex with the kick, and we are underway with 3A football on the PSP Network. It'll take a bounce. Bell's going to scoop it up at the 10-yard line. Tariq Bell across the 15 to the near side and is brought down. About 4 Mustangs in on the tackle. Sets up first down and 10 for the Minot High Magicians. Sophomore starting quarterback Ryder Sutton going to make his second start of his career today. Last week at Davies just never really got clicking with his wide receivers, 9 for 25 through the air.
Yeah, playing catch-up in a game like that, it's not built for when you're playing against a Davies team, and it was kind of rough sledding for him, but look for him to bounce back. Like I said, I'd like to see him use his feet a little more tonight, Owen.
Yeah, he was great running the football. A couple 20-plus yard gains for Sutton. He starts in the shotgun, first down and 10. 2 receivers to either side. Anderson, the running back, to his left. He'll go to the near side, and Pallotta, he is spun down at the 22-yard line. A nice tackle at the ankles there by Landon Zink.
Like I said, those easy completions right there. Just a quick out there to Pallotta, picking up some positive yards, setting you up in a very manageable second down.
James Pallotta, his second game as a starting receiver. That's his first varsity catch. Handoff goes to Blake Anderson on second down and medium. We spoke about it at the very end of the pregame show, getting him started. It's just a 1-yard gain for Anderson there.
And the guy who tackled him, we talked about in the pregame show as well. It's Benzie filling that hole. I already I love him already. Owen, I've seen him make one play. He is a grown man. I'm really excited to see Benzie tonight.
A 3rd down and 2 ahead for the Magi. Mustangs started to jump, but will play on. Bad snap. This might also be recovered by the Mustangs. They jumped on it pretty quickly, and they're going to run away with the football.
I'm not sure who
Max
came out.
Zanker.
Owen's got his window open, so he's got a little bit better view. He has the sun.
I think it was 15 instead of 19 there. Landon McFarland, actually, who came away with it. But nonetheless, a turnover for Minot High, something they did 3 times last week.
Just a disastrous start there. Like you got that quick out. It's looking good there. And the high snap and the opportunistic Mustangs defense jump on it, setting it up inside the red zone.
So just like Sutton on the Minot High side, it's the second varsity start for Ethan Visness. And they will go to Kai Schlichting on first down. He will pick up 4 yards there. They're already inside the Serve Pro red zone. Just a reminder on Milestone Watch today, Schlichting up to over 980 yards on his career.
And you're going to see a lot of shotgun. There are not going to be barely any plays where you're going to see Visness under center for this offense for the Mustangs.
Not even on the goal line.
Nope.
2nd down and 5. Visness to pass. And a receiver all alone on the near side, and winning is C.J. Smith. This was soft coverage there from Tariq Bell.
Yeah, you put your really good route there. Stick your cleat in the ground, quick out there, picking up a first down, setting up 1st and goal. Really good route there by C.J. Smith.
Mustangs control the football in the Serve Pro red zone, 24/7 emergency service and training technicians using advanced technology and specializing in fire and water cleanup and restoration. Visness runs that speed option play with Schlichting. He's going to keep it, cut back, but he is taken down by Blake Anderson at the 5-yard line. Talk about good tackling right there, good form.
That was a play we talked about. We highlighted it in the pregame show. That is assignment football right there by Minot High. Everyone doing their job. Blake Anderson cleans it up. No gain on the play for the Mustangs. They maybe call it 1.
All set up in the middle of the field. 2nd and goal from the 5. Now it's tight goal line formation, but again, still in the shotgun. He's Schlichting. Between the tackles, he was hit right at the line of scrimmage and is eventually brought down. Tucker Nelson in on the stop for Minot.
How about Tucker Nelson there? He's kind of drawing a double team there, still able to break the line there and tackle Schlichting there, setting up 3rd down. Nice play by Tucker Nelson.
3rd down and 3 yards to go here for West Fargo Cheyenne. Do you run it? Do you maybe even pass it knowing that you're probably going to get 2 plays to score?
Yeah, that's the thing. When you got two plays, I'm a big fan of running it here, just knowing that you're in 4-down territory, but we'll see what the Mustangs do.
We got Benzie in the backfield. They'll give it to Schlichting, though, across the line, and he is in. A 3-yard score for Kai Schlichting, and Cheyenne's got the first points.
Schlichting walks in untouched there. Points off turnovers, and the Mustangs capitalizing early here out to a 6-0 lead.
Well, don't let this formation fool you. Cheyenne does kick extra points out of it. They've got the swinging gate set up. They'll evaluate how Minot High is going to cover it. Still waiting for the right personnel, and now they go into a regular extra point formation. Got a penalty on the field. There was a Mustang late to run on, and I think that was the 12th man.
Yeah,
Jager Azure ran out there, but they had already enough.
And a little further kick now, another 5 added to it.
Testing the leg of Gullix now. From 25, it's up, and it looks like it was wide right. 8:53 to go, first quarter on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. West Fargo Cheyenne gets 6 points off the turnover. They lead 6-0.
Rooted in the heart of our vibrant communities stands Bravera Bank, offering complete financial services for banking, wealth management, and insurance. From home loans and checking accounts
Let me tell you about the cashback rewards with this account.
to wealth management, we'll help you forge your path ahead.
Let's create a plan to reach your financial goals. Sounds great.
With specialty insurance coverage, our advisors ensure your operation can carry on.
Looks like it's going to be a great harvest.
Cheyenne Mustangs, first team on the BNC National Bank scoreboard today. Locations in North Dakota, Minnesota, and Arizona. Visit BNC Bank online today at bnc.bank. Just another struggle start for Minot High. A turnover leads to a touchdown, and now there's no choice but to answer with points.
Yeah, like just that bad snap. It looked like they were starting to Sutton throwing that quick out right there. Looked like they had maybe something with a drive starter going, but disaster struck, and it's 6-0 here for the Mustangs.
Alex will angle this kickoff towards Tariq Bell. Fields at the 16-yard line, now sprints to the middle of the field. Coming to the near side, Bell, can he get past one more tackle? He cannot. Drugged down by the
I think they're asking for
jersey
a horse
a little
collar
bit.
maybe, but
Riker Birnbaum hung on like the end of the jersey more.
You're right about Tariq Bell. He's got some speed. He's just not the biggest guy out there, but that second gear kicks in. He is shifty for the Magicians.
I think it was his first catch at Davies. Broke out the spin move and picked up like 8 yards. First down and 10 from Minot's own 34-yard line. Right hash. Anderson goes right to the sideline. He'll pick up 6 to the 40. Anderson, the soon-to-be Minot State Beaver next fall.
I like that. Pulling Nelson out, getting Nelson, the big dog, at left guard in front of Anderson there, picking up a nice gain on that run.
Magi in the no huddle. Out to Logan Ludwig. He's got the first down. Needed the 44, got the 46. Minot broke out this tempo a little bit against Davies, and it honestly produced one of their better drives of the game.
Yeah, kind of you eliminate some substitution if you want to be moving bodies in and out on the Mustang side, but I like it. I like the up-tempo here and a nice play call there. Enough of a block there by Bell for Ludwig to get a first down.
Run to midfield for Anderson. And Magi keep moving forward. That's the key right here. A lot of times there was a penalty, a bad snap, or just a run for 0 yards that kind of stopped Minot. Everything stalled.
Especially those penalties. You see a lot of them early in the season. You know, teams just not up to speed maybe on a lot of those little things.
Sutton goes under center on second down and 5. Handoff again to Anderson. He'll try and run over a few Mustangs. He's going to get very close to that line to gain. They're going to mark him down at the 45, third down in the yard.
Really impressive start on this drive here. The offensive line, you tell they're kind of following their leader there. Tucker Nelson's the leader on that offensive line at that left guard. Anderson kind of just put his helmet right in his back, followed him there for a good game.
Sutton puts Bell in motion from left to right across the formation. The lone tailback is still Blake Anderson on 3rd down and 1. Trying to get the Mustangs to jump now late. Sutton's going to dive ahead. It looked like a flag was thrown.
Yeah, I'm not sure if there was maybe something Sutton just called by himself, but there is a penalty. Looks like it's going to be on Minot High.
From 3rd and 1 on the Sheyenne side of the field, they're going to be backed up to the 50.
Is that one of those everyone but the center?
I thought he was going to say that. We actually got a mic on the referee tonight. I thought he was going to say the number, but.
We just talked about it, Owen, the penalties there. You go from 3rd and 1 to 3rd and 6 there. Opens up more of the playbook.
Now Sutton goes from the gun. Sprint out to his right. The line of scrimmage now throws one high and out of bounds. Probably the best decision there as Bell was in between two white jerseys just to live and die with the incompletion.
And you could see he was looking to run there. There was nothing. Really good coverage all around. Almost had like a spy there on Sutton there. And how about that big penalty now? And now it appears that Minot High's going to punt, giving the ball right back to the Mustangs.
Yeah, 4th and 1 from the 45. No question they're going for it. But 4th down and 6 from the 50. How the defense has played lately. Gonna try and punt this one away with Anderson. Another good punt. This will be fair.
Oh, that hit him, Owen.
Hit him in the hands. Tracking it
Ball
out.
still alive.
Minot might have recovered this inside the 5, and they did.
Great punt by Anderson, just setting back. The returner kept retreating there, Owen, and off the fingertips, and Minot High's got the football.
So rolling again. It was Birnbaum. Max Zenker, the punt returner. Fair caught it, but it was right through his hands, and Minot will take over inside the 5.
It's so tough as a returner. You're just kind of taught, if it's over, just let it go there. He tried to make a play on it and sets up great field position here inside the 5 for Minot High.
Anderson the run, and he is going nowhere. Leading the way for the Mustangs was Landon McFarland.
Yeah, McFarland snuck right on that one. Great play there. No gain on 1st down for Minot High.
There was McFarland with that fumble recovery for Sheyenne, setting up their touchdown. And now protect the Sheyenne shutout after a Mustang fumble of their own. Sutton seemed like just didn't have the play caller, maybe wanted to read something else, and Minot, with 6:09 to go in the first quarter, is going to take a First International Bank and Trust timeout. We will as well. You're watching 3A football on the PSP Network. First International Bank and Trust, a full-service, family-owned, independent community bank built on the bond between their employees and customers. I'm online at FIBT.com. We come back from the timeout. Minot with 2nd down and goal from the 5-yard line. Ryder Sutton, handoff to Blake Anderson. Hanging on to the shoelaces there was the edge rusher, Brennan Gable.
Gable, he is, like you said, he's not the tallest guy out there playing on that defensive tackle position, but he is an animal here. And first couple plays here on this drive, Mustangs defense is holding set here.
We go back to what Cheyenne faced on their first drive that resulted in a touchdown. 3rd down and goal to go. Minot hasn't had the greatest success running the football. Do you think about maybe airing it out?
Yeah, maybe trying to get him outside the pocket again.
Got a new running back in, Jalen Gunville. To fake it to him. Sutton out to his right. He's going to scramble towards the pylon. A bit of a dive, but he was out of bounds at the 2, looking very Kellen Burke-esque.
Yeah, trying to get to the pylon there, but the defender there, I think it was 19, Zanker, got enough of him to push him out there, setting up 4th and about 2 here. Goal to go here for the Magi.
The wind not in their favor, so they're going to set up the Wildcat quarterback Tegan Schindler with Gunville on 4th down and goal from the 2. Going to move Bell towards the formation. Schindler follows his blocks, and there was a wide open lane for 6.
How about that play call? Showing the Wildcat look on 4th down. Schindler comes in at that position right into the end zone. Big answer by the Magi.
Launch it again on the Ryan Family Dealerships replay. Tegan Schindler from 2 yards out scores Minot's first touchdown at Dwayne Carlson Stadium this season. Blake Anderson will be out to kick the extra point. It's up, and it is right down the middle. The Magi take the lead after that muff punt by the Cheyenne Mustangs. Set them up inside the 5, and they go to Schindler for the touchdown. 7-6, Minot on the BNC National Bank scoreboard.
At the same time, or in the same way. But no matter when or how, Ferendry Electric Cooperative is there to help power every moment of it in countless ways. Because whenever it starts, one thing is certain: we never stop. Ferendry Electric Cooperative is a Touchstone Energy cooperative, your source for power and information.
Well, 2 offenses that, for the most part last week, struggled to score. Getting a lot of help from their defense to make it happen, though.
Points off turnovers. Each team has exchanged touchdowns after a big turnover. That one inside the 5-yard line. The Magi were set up, and the Wildcat look with Schindler on 4th down from 2 yards out. Extra point gives the Magi the lead here.
Kickoff from left to right, still 5:16 to go first quarter on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. End over end kick. Mustangs aren't going to touch it. They need to, though. It bounces at the 5. Kai Schlichting will sprint straight ahead to the 20-yard line, trying to maybe learn from what happened on the punt, but it's a kickoff. That's a live ball.
Yeah, I have to believe he thought that was deeper there, and then all of a sudden he was retreating, realizing he had to field that. All things considering, getting it out to the 20, that's a win for Sheyenne.
Now they got a full football field ahead of them after starting their first drive inside the Serve Pro red zone. Going to see a lot more of that Cheyenne playbook, a lot more the speed option variety with Schlichting and Visnes, and also the deep passing game. Right on. It's the speed option, but it is blown up right away. Welcome back to the field, Anthony Alexander.
Boy, was that a dangerous pitch. That was almost in Alexander's hands, and he's going the other way. That is close. Probably telling Visnes, hey, if they're reading that play, you just got to don't pitch it, just keep it, and we'll live to play another down.
How about Alexander? He had to wait a little bit to get on the field, and I think he let out a lot of excitement right there after making the tackle for loss. It goes down as a loss of 5 for Cheyenne.
Yeah,
inside the Magi 20.
He's such a gifted player, Owen. You can play him up on the line of scrimmage. Like I said, really good in coverage. I think he might have jumped on that one, though.
Schlichting's going to run by him this time.
He must
I don't even see a flag on the field. I saw what you saw, Bryce, but looks like that play's going to stand as a gain of 2 for Kai Schlichting.
Yeah, he must have got back, and it looked like he was trying to jump the snap count there, but play does stand. It's going to be 3rd and long here for Sheyenne.
Watching replays today thanks to Ryan Family Dealerships. For 50 years, Ryan has been a trusted name for car buyers in western North Dakota. Shop their entire inventory online at driveryan.com. Is one of their 5 locations in Minot or Williston. Mustangs behind the sticks on third down. Visnes got to escape. He does. Now throws to Arukatan, and he's got what is close to first down yardage. See where the spot is. Enoch Arukatan. He's going to get to the 30, bring it up 4th and 1.
Yeah, 4th and 1. It looked, Gunville was all over that play. It looked like he was going to sack Visnes there in the backfield on that play action look that Sheyenne ran, but they're going to line up and go for it here.
Well, they have a NDSU commit at running back. Right now they've got Benzie behind Visnes. They'll go to Schlichting, and again, Minot High gets the push. A turnover on downs in prime field position.
You got to – I don't like to question decisions there, but that's a tough one. You got to – I know you got Schlichting, and you're really believing you get that yard, Owen, but how about the field position again here for Minot High, up 7-6, starting at the 25-yard line of Sheyenne.
Blake Anderson. I'll give him the credit for the tackle for loss. Minot High's offense returns to the field, taking over at the Sheyenne 25-yard line. Sutton back in the game at quarterback. Gunville still is running back. Go to Jalen Gunville. Off left tackle, and he's ahead. There's a flag behind the play, but at the moment, Gunville's got 7.
I think they got Dahl out there for a hold there that sprung him loose, so it's going to push back Minot High here.
So they mark off that penalty yardage. It gives us time to thank another sponsor of ours on the PSP Network, Farstead Oil. Contact Farstead Oil today and find out how their skilled sales team can help you achieve your wholesale fuel, mobile lubricants, and DEF needs. Proudly serving North Dakota, Montana, and western Minnesota since 1938 and committed to outstanding customer service and reliability is Farstead Oil. So sure enough, what was 2nd down and about 2 for Minot turns into a 1st down and 20. Inside of 3 minutes to go, first quarter. 7-6 Magi on the McGinty National Bank scoreboard. Sutton, halfback screen, nearly picked off. It's caught in the end by Jalen Gunville, and he races ahead for 7 yards. Brennan Gable was thinking 6.
That was really close. We talked about that speed option pitch. This one almost intercepted by the D lineman of Sheyenne, but ends up being a decent gain on the screen pass there for Minot High.
Offense is going to take any passing yardage they can get. Who jumped first? Pointing at both sides. It's going to go against Minot. So again, they're backing up on this drive, which and started at the 25 after that turnover on downs. 2nd down and 17. It'll be a draw play. Schindler almost to the 10-yard line.
How about Schindler's contributions in this ball game? Once again, right up the middle, huge gain. It was 2nd a mile for the Magi. Ends up in a 1st down here, and the tempo continues.
Yeah, not much time to watch that Ryan Family Dealerships replay because they're going back to Tegan Schindler on 1st down and 10 as Minot enters the Serve Pro red zone. Schindler kind of came into the training camp as in that conversation as the starting quarterback, left it as QB2, but he's turned into a Wildcat quarterback running back. He's one of their top guys in the backfield.
And just 5'8", 160 he's listed. Not the biggest guy, but
giving it to him again. This time, though, it'll be for a shorter gain, 3 yards for Schindler.
He runs angry, Owen. He hits the hole. He's using his pads. He runs angry. Really impressive first quarter here from Tegan Schindler.
Less than a minute to go, first quarter. Magi facing a 3rd down and 4. The Cheyenne 6. Sutton in the gun. Schindler to his left. 2 receivers out to that wide side. Takes the snap. Give. Tegan Schindler around the edge. Schindler is taken down. Did he get the first? I think he's a yard short down at the 3.
You see that, trying to seal the edge there. They're doing a nice job pulling that time. It was DeMakis pulling, trying to set the edge. Another good run. They could still get a first down here, Owen, inside the 5.
Going to sneak it.
I think he's got it.
Got a push toward the goal line. Waiting on the signal.
Just needed a half yard to get a first down.
Yeah, it was that or the touchdown, and give him the first to the 1. Could be the last play of the first quarter. The give. Turns into a Magi touchdown. Blake Anderson from 1 yard away.
Benzie hit the hole immediately. Looked like he was going to have Anderson for a loss on the play. But Anderson ends up in the end zone. A couple big 4th down conversions on these touchdown drives for Minot High.
Bad snap on the PAT. Anderson's still going to get it off.
And he made it.
He made it. I don't think that ball stood up. He kicked that one flat on the ground. 8 seconds to go, first quarter on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. It's Minot High 14, West Fargo Cheyenne 6. Back with more after this.
Relax, Spas Etc., Bismarck's #1 hot tub and sauna dealer, brings luxury and wellness straight to your home. Discover top brands, Sundance Hot Tubs, and Michael Phelps Swim Spas that deliver not just relaxation, but real therapeutic benefits. Right now, save up to $5,000 or enjoy up to 72 months interest-free financing. Visit us today at 1420 East Main Avenue in Bismarck and experience the best deals for yourself.
Well, I promised it. A sunset eventually when it showed up was going to be a good one tonight. The home opener at Dwayne Carlson Stadium. In the middle of Minot. And the football's been good as well. 14-6 in the first quarter. Minot has scored on a muffed punt and a turnover on downs. In Cheyenne territory, the Mustangs got their 6 points on a Minot turnover.
Yeah, turnover on downs. We've had a couple turnovers. We've had 4th down conversions. We have had a little bit of everything, and we're still in the first quarter, Owen.
Like the Magi trying on a new kicker there. It's a shorter one. And a return out past the 30-yard line. Will start the Mustangs with just 4 seconds to go in quarter number 1 at the 33. Arukatan with the return. For West Fargo Cheyenne, that's been just the run game so far for the Mustangs, and they're confident in it. They've got one of the top guys in the state, Kai Schlichting, but when it came to getting 1 yard on 4th down, they've been stopped lately by Minot High's pressure.
Yeah, the battle up front. Minot's looked really good here to start this one. Been the more physical football team in the first quarter.
There's a pass play on 1st down. They'll go out to Max Zenker, who makes a couple people miss. And that is the end of quarter number 1, a 9-yard pickup from Visness to Zenker. Plenty of points for two teams that needed to find some more offense. 14-6 as we go to break. You're watching 3A football on the PSP Network.
Over 60 years combined experience in the field. Not only are we writing estimates, talking with customers, we're in the shop working alongside of our team members.
I've always had a very strong passion for repairing vehicles. I've been doing it since I've been in high school, and I've always enjoyed seeing the vehicle repaired back to their original conditions.
Thank you for the opportunity to serve the Bismarck-Mandan community for the last 7 years. We look forward to expanding into our new addition to better serve our customers, Centennial Collision and Paint.
Plan or planning for farm or business succession. Planning Team Financial Advisors is here to help you work toward achieving your financial goals. With locations in Bismarck, Garrison, and Center, our full-service team of professionals are dedicated to helping you work towards achieving your financial goals. Visit us online, planningteam.com.
Securities offered through LPL Financial, member of FINRA SIPC. Investment advisory services offered through New Edge Advisors, LLC, a registered investment advisor. New Edge Advisors, LLC, and Planning Team Financial Advisors are separate entities from LPL Financial.
Back in time for the start of the second quarter on the PSP Network. Cheyenne Mustangs with the football on second down and short. Another swing pass out to the sideline, and that will pick up a first down.
Yeah, getting Zanker here a couple touches. He's shifty, too. He's got that next level speed. Last couple times getting him involved in this ball game, resulting in a first down.
The Cheyenne Mustangs just put one of their position groups in – see how much they're missing from last year's state championship team. One guy had caught a pass from last year's team onto the 2025 group.
As they continue to try and get Schlichting going in this ball game, and Minot High, very, like I said it up front, they are competing that time. Anderson filling the hole. Really impressive start on the defensive line group for Minot High in this football game.
So we highlighted in our Northern Plains Heating Air Keys to the Game segment, stopping the run, making West Fargo Cheyenne throw the football a little bit more. And down the field as well. 2nd and 9. Zanker, that's loose, and I think it's a live ball.
They're saying he threw it behind the line of scrimmage, Owen. I believe the Magi are going to have the football, and they do.
Looking for Zanker. He never hung on to it, making sure that's a backward. That is a tough one to decide. Alexander's the one that broke it up. And it was Ludwig on the recovery. Bryce, I want you to watch this again. See whether this one was.
I thought it was really close at first glance there, but.
Line him up from the 42 to the 42. It doesn't get closer than that.
How about Alexander? Boy, did they miss him last week. He has made some impact plays here in this one. That time jumping it and ends up in Ludwig's hands. Another turnover in this football game.
Again, taking over in Mustang territory on the Magi. Here goes Ryder Sutton. That arm going to be tested now. Looking for Pilato down the field and just overthrew his man. But that is really what everybody sees in this quarterback, Ryder Sutton, is his ability to throw the ball downfield.
That's a pretty ball. That's a big-time arm. I love the play call. Try and take that shot play after the turnover. I love that out of Coach Hendershot, but unable to capitalize was Minot High.
Shotgun snap back to Sutton. Your run for Blake Anderson. Keep those legs moving forward, carrying some Cheyenne Mustangs ahead to the 38. Benzie was in there.
Good hard run by Anderson, setting him up in a manageable third down as they continue to show this up-tempo, Owen, here in this first half.
And Anderson to the right of Sutton. Still two receivers, that wide side ball on the near hash. Anderson between the tackles to the 36-yard line, sets up 4th down and 3. Obviously 4-down territory. We've got an injured Minot player on the field. And we'll take a timeout with 10:05 to go in the second quarter. See what's going on there. The Minot High Magicians looking to score again off another Cheyenne turnover. That's how a backwards lateral sets him up.
Deliver more wonderful birthdays at Trinity Health Family Birth Center. We offer all new private, family-centered suites. Our maternity team provides more personalized support, advanced care, and the reassurances of a NICU and a neonatologist on staff. Take a virtual tour at trinityhealth.org/Family Birth Center. Trinity Health, making more possible.
Jackson Dahl was the injured magician. He's on the bench now, is able to walk off the field. This First International Bank and Trust timeout continues. Minot's going to talk over their 4th down and 3 play call. As we remind you, today's game is brought to you by Minot State University, with more than 96% of recent Minot State grads employed or continuing their education. MSU grads get jobs, period. Be seen, be heard, be good. MSU, that's Minot State University. 4th down and 3 for the Mustang 36-yard line. Anderson in the backfield. They go back to him. Instead, they'll let Sutton make the play. He's going to roll out to the right. Has a chance, but he's met there at the 35-yard line, flying in to make the stop. Give the credit there for Sheyenne to Carson Strand.
Carson Strand there. It looked like he had the edge there. Might want to, I know you don't want your quarterback to get hurt, but that run, he's loose. Maybe lower your shoulder there. It looked like he had the edge there for a second, but great recovery by Sheyenne. I talked about 4th down conversions, Owen. Minot High was 2 for 2 prior to that attempt.
And that defensive play, spend some more time on that for Carson Strand as Sheyenne starts another drive with a pass. Visnes over the middle, hung on to. This is not the NFL. That's going to be down where he caught it. Reese Herud with the catch and a 1st down for the Mustangs.
Herud, was that one-handed, Owen?
He's kind of in his lap.
Ooh, what a dime from Visnes there. Even better catch by Herud, setting the Mustangs up in Magi territory.
Well, Sheyenne finally got to see something go downfield in this game. Their offense has been limited so far. In the swing pass again to Landon Zink. Marked down at the 32-yard line, a gain of 6.
Nice block out on the edge there by Birnbaum there, getting Zink loose for a few yards there, setting them up in a short, 2nd and 4 here.
Visnes was accurate last week against Legacy. Going 11 for 18, a lot of those short passes. Here's one, a slant to Arukatan, got to the sticks, makes the catch, and he has the 1st down.
You see that, I like that. Arukatan just kind of like that quick little hitch route, just setting down. They faked that quick out there, kind of froze the Magi defense. 1st down for Sheyenne.
Visnes going back to his day against the Sabres, 11 for 18, 114 yards, had a touchdown, but 2 interceptions when he threw the deep ball. Tight formation for Sheyenne. On 1st down, Kai Schlichting the run. Going to turn it up at the 20 and out turn on the accelerator to the goal line. Kai Schlichting. The ball, did it come out? No, he's down at the 1.
Yeah, maybe going about the half-yard line. A couple big-time moves there by Schlichting, and he is going to go over 1,000, Owen.
I think
he's over that. Yeah, on that run, I would think he is going to eclipse the 1,000 for his career. So congratulations to him. But what a run by Schlichting.
Down to the 1-yard line. Mustangs set up 1st down and goal. This time they'll go to Arukatan, and Arukatan will get in. Sheyenne a chance to tie if they chase the points. Make it a 2-point game for the time being. Enoch Arukatan with the touchdown. That is his 2nd career rushing score. Pardon me, 3rd career rushing score, 2nd one this season.
Like that, almost a little counter action there. You brought the big guy in, you brought Benzie in, kind of leading the way there, and he's back in there again behind quarterback Visnes.
Mustangs will go for the tie. It's
Same
Schlichting.
Play. Other way.
He hardly even had any contact. 7:31 to go, 2nd quarter. Sheyenne and Minot tied at 14 on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. Back in 30 on the PSP Network.
Easy. They take care of their customers.
That's right, Carson. You may be number 11 on the field, but at First Western, you and our customers are never just a number.
First Western provides the best in customer service.
When our customers call with a question, we answer their call personally.
Now that's pro-level service.
Thanks, Carson. Professional friendly full service banking is what you can count on at First Western.
First Western, you can bank on us.
Coming up shortly is our Moonlight Home Improvement Halftime Show. Moonlight Home Repair is your home renovation specialist in the Magic City. If you've been putting off the basement, kitchen, bathroom, or any interior renovation, now is the time to book your free estimate with MHI. Mention PSP Network and get up to 10% off on your project's invoice. Call Drew now at 701-721-4612 or head to moonlighthomeimprovement.com. Again, that phone number 701-721-4612. A lot to talk about in our halftime show, not about any other game in the state except for ours. This has been an entertaining first 24 minutes.
Yeah, we still got 7.5 minutes here in the second quarter. I know we got that late start. I already looked. There's already a final with the Kindred and Horace game. Kindred 34, West Fargo Horace 32. What about those Vikings, Owen?
Put them in any class and they're going to win. Of course, Horace moving up to 3A this year. So
correct.
Trouble there with the
Smart
kick
move.
Return. That was the guy you pointed out in the pregame show, Kaysen Mello. He's got some speed, just needs the football. Going to jump on it there.
Yeah, that's football starts bouncing around. I know you want to make a play. You want to do something with your opportunities. Sometimes just jump on it and let the offense get out there and get started.
Magi offense will go to work from their own 27. Blake Anderson, tough running. Gets all the way to the defensive backfield before he's eventually brought down, a gain of 11 yards and a first down.
We talked about the comparisons. You see Schlichting getting going there on this last drive, and now this game's kind of going along, and Anderson's kind of getting going here for Minot High here between the tackles.
Go to Anderson again, breaks through. Another gain of 10+, give him 12 this time to the midfield stripe.
Offensive line, great push up front. It's Neff. It's Demakis. It's Nelson there. The tackle's doing a great job as well.
Anderson, who came up limping a little bit after that last carry, is going to get fed the football again. This time stopped for a 1-yard gain. Every time I try and figure out who makes a tackle, number 5 pops up, Zach Benzie.
He's everywhere. He's involved in everything. He's one of the first ones to the football all the time. Really impressive, this kid. Number 5 for Sheyenne, Zach Benzie.
But a West Fargo Cheyenne team, the offensive numbers might always look great, but they're a team that takes a lot of pride in the trenches, that defensive and offensive line. Look at some college football rosters. You'll find some Mustangs on it. High screen pass goes to Pilata. Minimal gain. There is a flag around the offensive line for Minot. We'll await the call.
I believe last week, Owen, the 34 points they gave up, that's the most they've given up in a football game since week 4 of 2023.
They didn't give up 34 points all postseason. They played 3
correct.
games on their way to a state title. Penalty against Minot. Going to send him back 10 yards, a hold. Talking about that defensive line unit on to the next level for West Fargo Cheyenne. I remember last year we were calling a game with Petchak here. He was in Minot last year. He was at Arrowhead Stadium last week playing for the Nebraska Cornhuskers.
Yeah, he is a grown man. We're going to be talking about him at that college level in Nebraska for the next few years.
Pass incomplete towards the Magi sideline. Again, Ludwig, a guy that was targeted a lot for Minot last week down the field, and trying to give him the football again, just hasn't got one to hang on to. Stops the clock at 5:57. Out of a 3rd down and 19. Anderson still out of the game for Minot. They've got Tegan Schindler in the backfield with Ryder Sutton. It's a drop back pass for Ryder. Gets out of the pocket. Still eyes downfield. He'll throw it at the last second. A catch made by Schindler, and he stays in bounds, stays on his feet. First down play for the Magi. Tegan Schindler, he's been doing a bit of everything.
And that's Sutton, just the awareness to get that ball off. It was so close. He did get it off behind the line of scrimmage there, getting loose on the edge, finding Schindler. What a play. 3rd and a mile, a couple times here in this first half. These long situations, Minot High's been able to capitalize, keep the drive going.
Move the chains to the 34. There's a screen pass there out to the sideline. Coaches, you hear, so that's just a long handoff. Get it and run upfield. But it's a gain of 3 yards for the Magi. We're going to be drawing up next week's depth chart, and there's just going to be a new position for Tegan Schindler. He's played quarterback, running back, and now wide receiver for Minot High all in the first half.
Yeah, we did the pregame show, and that's what Coach Hendershot, he warned us. He said, Schindler's going to do a little bit of everything for us, and we're seeing it full display here tonight.
Gets it on the ground. Was hit immediately in the backfield. Actually did bounce off that tackle attempt by Brennan Gable, but it slowed him down. As far as that is to do when Schindler starts running. 3rd and 6.
I could watch Gable and Benzie play every single week. It's those two just leading the way here on this Mustangs defense. So physical.
There's still quite a bit of time left in the second quarter. A 3rd down stop right here, and then a subsequent 4th down stop if you get it for the Mustangs. Has a chance to give their offense opportunity, of course, down the line to take this lead before the break. But a stop here on 3rd down and 6 is needed. Sutton steps up. He's going to avoid the pressure again and run towards the near side. He gets to the 25. That was the line to gain.
Oh,
and
my
goodness.
goodness.
Pass one at the 15-yard line. Ryder Sutton, he's got the arm. He's got the legs to go along with it.
What a play by Sutton there. It looked like he was going to get sacked multiple times in the backfield. Gets his way on the edge, tippy toes there.
They gave him everything there to the 13-yard line. Thought maybe that foot was on the white line at the 17, but nope, right ahead to the 14-yard line. 13, for the Magi. 1st down and 10. Sutton going to run again this time, though. The Mustangs got to him quickly.
Yeah, they snuffed that one out right away. But we talked about Sutton and his ability to run, get outside there. He created everything on that play, that last one, picking up the 1st down.
Well, it might deserve a second Ryan Family Dealership replay there for Ryder Sutton.
I thought he was sacked in the backfield a couple times. All of a sudden he's towards us, getting loose on the sideline, tippy-toeing and setting them up in the red zone.
4 wide receivers for Minot on this 2nd down play. Hand off. For a gain of maybe 3 there.
I'd like to see something here in this 3rd down. I maybe look that far side, try and get Bell. Try and get Bell out maybe in that corner of that end zone. Maybe some type of pick play at the line of scrimmage or try and get him loose. I really like that kid. He's impressed me here tonight.
Keep your eyes on that wide side. Bell and Pilata, quickest guys on the team, occupying that side. Goes Kraft in motion. He's going to have to get away from a rusher for Cheyenne. The second one, though, put the hit stick on Corbin Kraft. He does pick up 1. It'll be 4th down from the 10. 4th and 7.
It looks like that's the far sideline. It's hard for us to see, but it looks like Minot High has had the edge a couple times, but it's been the recovery of Cheyenne a couple times here in this first half, closing it quickly and now setting up 4th down for Minot High.
Officially 4th down and 6 for the Magi. 2:25 and counting first half. And now a timeout is called by Minot, a First International Bank and Trust timeout on the field. We will take it with them just before halftime on the PSP Network. 14 all. They might not break it.
not just the things we lose, but the memories. But there's hope. ServPro, with decades of experience in Minot and Bismarck, is always ready. Our certified professionals don't just restore homes, they rebuild lives. Because to us, you're not just a client, you're family.
Magi with the football inside the ServPro red zone with 24/7 emergency service and training technicians using advanced technology and specializing in fire and water cleanup and restoration. It's ServPro. 2 minutes, 22 seconds remain in the second quarter. On the BNC National Bank scoreboard, Minot 14, West Fargo Cheyenne 14. And on 4th down and 7, Magi have taken their offense off the field and let Blake Anderson kick a 27-yarder. He's been good on 2 extra points today, and he's good on his first field goal attempt of the year.
How about that decision by Coach Hendershot, sending out Anderson there. Wind is kind of going in that coming out of the north there a little bit, and Anderson right through the uprights.
Score moves to 17-14 Magi. 2 minutes, 18 seconds now left in the second quarter. Today's broadcast of high school football on the PSP Network is brought to you by Planet Pizza. There's no pizza like it. Try the Blue Buffalo or a plain cheese today at Planet Pizza. Call now 701-852-1700 to place an order. Serving the Magic City for over 25 years. Yeah, during that halftime, we're going to have final scores to report tonight. Of course,
you're going to be up late, Owen. You're going to be home late tonight.
Some competitive games on the PSP Network. We've got a football quadruple header tonight. Central McLean Trinity circled that one as the upset watch of the night in single-A football. And that one's living up to the hype. Lewis and Clark, Kenmare Bowbells.
I know the Legacy and West Fargo are in a dogfight here tonight. We'll get you updated on that.
Moonlight Home Improvement halftime show on the PSP Network. Still over 2 minutes remaining till we get to that point. Magi scored 14 points last week against Fargo Davies, all of them in the fourth quarter during the running clock. And we're down 42-0 against the Eagles at halftime then. A much better feeling situation right now. Just got to make one more stop to make sure you go into halftime with the lead.
This is a short kick.
It's Honor Amsbury. Blake Anderson usually handles all the kicking responsibilities from punting to field goal kicking, but the two-way fall sport athlete, the soccer player on the side, Honor Amsbury, getting a few place kicking duties. Sheyenne will start at the 36-yard line. Time to test out that 2-minute offense. Yeah, I got a feeling the Mustangs can go pretty fast if they need to.
Yeah, big drive. And keep in mind, Owen, they're going to receive the second half kickoff as well, so it could be a big series here.
On out route, past the sticks, that one is caught. A first down gain for the Sheyenne Mustangs. C.J. Smith credited with the catch.
We've called his name a couple times here in this first half. Another good catch there by Smith. Great drive starter for Sheyenne.
One play and a first down for Sheyenne. Clock also stops till the snap. He got out of bounds. Picking up 12. Visness to the air again. And hanging on, a fingertip catch on the near side. Zenker to the 32.
What a play by Zenker. Minot High's saying, hey, there's a holding. There's a blade hold there. They're looking for a hold on the left tackle, Maury there, but it is a first down here in Magi territory for Sheyenne.
2 plays and 2 first downs for the Mustangs. This time they give. Kai Schlichting trying to find something on the outside, but Alexander let the celebration begin.
How about the plays here in this first half by Alexander? There's been a number of them. That time setting the edge, setting up a tackle for loss on Schlichting.
This is a First International Bank and Trust timeout called by West Fargo Cheyenne and head coach Jeremy Newton. It's time to remind you and thank a couple of our sponsors of the PSP Network, including BSN. They create exclusive personalized solutions for North Dakota high school and collegiate programs, from custom equipment, uniforms, and coaches' apparel to fanwear, branding, and more. They do it all. Contact your local BSN sales pro today in western North Dakota. Also, Verendry Electric Cooperative, your local electric cooperative that provides energy-saving marathon water heaters and other electrical heating products, including boilers, baseboard heaters, and shop heaters. Contact them today for more information. Verendry Electric. And what has been, we came into the game saying these are like identical teams, and it has been an identical game played by both sides. A little bit of run. Now they found the passing game. And Cheyenne a chance to tie or take the lead here with the ball in Minot territory.
Yeah, it's been everything here in this first half.
Halfback screen, it's a jump ball. And Schlichting, all 6'3", and then the vertical jump, not going to get up to it.
That's Anderson there. He was there, not fooled, ready for the screen, setting up 3rd and long for the Mustangs.
Yeah, all that momentum the Mustangs picked up on the first 2 plays. First down catch by C.J. Smith, and then another one by Max Zenker. Has now brought him to 3rd down and 12 for the Minot 35-yard line. 2 receivers right, 1 to the left. Schlichting on the left hip of Ethan Visness. Looking to that far side, has Smith again, but he dropped it at the last second. Incomplete, 4th down for the Mustangs.
That was a good close out there on the corner over there. I'm not sure if it was Schindler. I'm having trouble seeing who that was, but actually I think it was Bell over there in the secondary. What do you do here if you're Cheyenne? You go for it here? Do you just try and maybe a little pooch punt, try and set them?
I think it's what you hit on those first 2 plays. Get to the sticks, the sideline. I think you could try one over the middle of the field, but a lot of running routes here for Cheyenne on 4th down and a long 12. Visness.
Bringing pressure.
5 routes. Schlichting left wide open. Kai Schlichting the 1st down and more inside the Serve Pro red zone. You want to know where to go? Just go to number 2.
You see that. You just see him snuck out there into the flat. Owen, Minot High elected the blitz.
I mean, not a bad defensive call there for Minot. That almost worked, but Schlichting got out of there in just enough time to create. They're inside the Serve Pro red zone at the 19, and still a minute 17 left in the second quarter.
We've seen a number of 4th down conversions here in this first half. What a big one there by Cheyenne.
Another throw by Visness. Gets it out quickly. Kind of missed his receiver going for Smith. He threw it to the back pylon. Smith cut to the front pylon.
Yeah, a little confusion there. Not on the same page there, but sometimes, hey, throwaway's not the worst thing. He's still got a minute 12. 2nd down. Chance for points here. Maybe tie the game possibly or take the lead going into the half.
Cheyenne has so much time left for what little yardage they have to pick up and 2 timeouts. It wouldn't hurt to maybe try and run it a little bit. Instead, they go empty in the backfield. 3 to the right, 2 to the left of Visness. Throws over the middle, high and incomplete. Yeah, you had Max Zenker with a lot of open space. Watch it again on the Ryan Family Dealerships replay.
You could see it there. Owen Gunville just kind of hesitated a second. He had Zenker open just late with the football and high. Missed opportunity there for Cheyenne.
Face a 3rd down and 10 at the 19. Again, the opposite of Minot, who just converted on a 27-yard field goal. Actually, the wind has died almost completely for Cheyenne should they kick it. But pass, Visness. Sideline, it's caught. Schlichting out of bounds, shy of the goal line. But Schlichting has another 1st down, saving this Mustang drive.
Once again, it's Schlichting. He's just sneaking out of the backfield there into the flat. Great throw by Visness there. 1st and goal to go for Cheyenne.
Minute 1 on the clock, second quarter. Stop until the snap as Kai Schlichting went out of bounds on that last gain. Now they bring up that goal line offense, kind of the modified flex bone, if you will. And now into a pass. Visness fading away, lobs it up. Could have been intercepted. It seemed like it was going to go through the back of the end zone, but dangerous there for Sheyenne.
I know the idea. I know you got to get it off. You can't take the big sack, but throwing across your body to the middle of the field is the ultimate no-no, but he got away with it.
Visness, he was back to the 15 or even farther when he threw that one away.
That was a great blitz call there by Minot High. They're electing to go with some pressure.
Still Benzie in the backfield and that flex bone look from the gun. They'll give to Arukatan.
That's that play they scored on, Owen.
It's their goal line go-to. You turn on the film with Legacy anytime they got in the 5. It's this kind of formation with Benzie in. I'm wondering why, with how Benzie plays defensively, if you don't just give him the football here at the 1.
Yeah, you just kind of wonder if he gets in the huddle saying, hey, come on, coach, give me a handoff here. I'm blocking. I'm doing everything on defense. I'm everywhere. Can a guy get 6? Can a guy get a touchdown?
Have a First International Bank and Trust timeout to think about it for Sheyenne. That's their second timeout of the half. Just 41 seconds remain on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. Setting up a 3rd down and goal from the 1. The ball will be on the left hash when we resume play. 2 0-1 teams. Still, of course, very early in the 3A football season in search of win number 1. A Sheyenne team that was number 1 in the preseason. Minot High number 5. Now they sit Mustangs number 5 in the media poll after 1 week, and Minot High unranked.
You got to believe they're going to look at going back to that play, Owen. And with Benzie back in the game here still, maybe try the other side here with Schlichting. That's how they were successful on that 2-point conversion.
They'll go to Arukatan, and he's going to knife his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Mustangs. What an efficient drive for Sheyenne. Of course, a couple of close plays when they needed conversions, but they get in to the paint.
I was close. They just chose to go back to the same play to Arukatan there on the edge. Big points here before the first half for Sheyenne.
And still 37 seconds remain. I mean, we're talking about what was a minute 40 drive right there for Sheyenne.
How about that big 4th down conversion to slipping out Schlichting to the flat.
PAT is up and good for Gullix, and the Sheyenne Mustangs have the lead back. First time they've led since it was 6-0 early in the first quarter. We stand now with 37 seconds to go before halftime. 21-7 Sheyenne on the BNC National Bank scoreboard.
Engineers at Ackerman Esvold have been enhancing everyday life. From response times to commute times, we've helped create critical infrastructure, enhancing highway safety, flood protection, and public education. And we're no stranger to enhancing fun, family outings, and even game time. Ackerman Esvold, working to enhance your everyday life.
I'll just pass the 9 p.m. hour in the Central Time Zone. Most people already done with their Friday night football games, getting ready to hit the hay, but we're about to hit halftime here in Minot. A Sheyenne lead of 21-17 with just 37 ticks of the clock to go before we break.
They still got a timeout, Owen. You see, maybe try and get some good field position on this kick.
And they've got playmakers, too. We've seen Schindler today, Tariq Bell last week, and Ryder Sutton, the quarterback, showing his dual threat capabilities in this first half tonight.
It's a short kick.
Fielded by Mello this time. He's going to knee it right away. Tried to return the last one, fumbled it, but Minot with 35 seconds, have to cover 73 yards. The thing is, as they showcased on their last drive, they have a field goal kicker in Blake Anderson, who's been perfect on kicks tonight. 2 PATs, 1 field goal was from 27.
Never know. Maybe try and get in that 35 to 40 range, get him a shot, say, hey, go out there, try and give us 3.
Sutton's got the arm. Just needs to connect on one of those deep balls for Minot High. That's been really the one part of their offense they've been missing this early part of the season. Shotgun snap. It'll be a run on first down. 1 yard at the most for Blake Anderson. And with Minot High not calling timeouts, just getting the hurry up, might seem that a 4-point deficit at halftime isn't the worst thing. Actually, they might not even snap it here. They don't need to. And we will go to the Moonlight Home Improvement halftime show with a score. Sheyenne 21, Minot High 17. The Mustangs get that long drive, which was short time-wise, to take the lead. They'll also get the ball to start the second half as well, leading by 4 on the PSP Network.
This presentation on the PSP Network is proudly brought to you by Make sure to like and follow the PSP Network on all social media platforms and hit that subscribe button on YouTube. PSP Network. It's game day.
An injury can happen anywhere, at any time, to anyone. It's not really something you can schedule on your calendar. But when it happens to you and it's not your fault, there's one law firm to remember. That firm is Schweigert, Clemene, and McBride. We live here and take pride in helping our community. We know this area inside and out. We put in the work and fight for what's right so justice can prevail for you. That is what we're all about. We're on your side. We're Schweigert, Clemene, and McBride.
The foundation of the financial planning approach at Legacy Financial Partners is a personal relationship. Our unique and collaborative approach to financial planning starts with your dreams, not just the numbers. We will work with you regularly to take action to update your plan as your needs evolve, recommending products and services that are right for your situation.
For decades, Nodak Insurance Company has been serving our state's residents in good times and challenging times. We come together for the greater good, from simple acts of kindness to company-wide efforts that make a difference in our community. It's who we are, rooted in North Dakota and ready to serve when it matters most. Nodak Insurance Company, agents with answers.
Darren Johnson, Cody Olson, and Scott Wilkins, your agents with answers in Mandan.
Meet Gary. Gary is an ordinary guy, but right now Gary has car trouble. Gary doesn't know about magic towing. Don't be like Gary. Remember the name and the number. It's Magic Towing. We are here to help 24/7. Magic Towing in Western North Dakota. Don't be like Gary. Remember the name and the number. It's Magic Towing.
Welcome to the Moonlight Home Improvement Halftime Show on the PSP Network. Moonlight Home Improvement, your home renovation specialist in the Magic City. You've been putting off the basement, kitchen, bathroom, or any interior renovation. Now is the time to book your free estimate with MHI. Mention PSP Network and get up to 10% off your project's invoice. Call Drew now at 701-721-4612 or head to moonlighthomeimprovement.com. If I had a house that needed improvement, I'd definitely call him. Problem is I don't. Halftime score between West Fargo Cheyenne and Minot High, 21-17 in favor of the 5th-ranked Cheyenne Mustangs. Not really sure what to make of that first half, Bryce, other than the turnover problem's gotten solved at this point.
Early it was the turnovers. We saw the muffed punt. We saw the bad snap. We saw the turnover on downs. And the other team was just, they took advantage of those. They really did. And that last drive really stands out, getting points there set up. I had them at 4th and 13. They just run that simple Schlichting out to the flat. They get the big first down. They capitalize, take the lead going into the half. And they also get the football out of the to start the second half as well. Huge turn of events in this game, Owen.
I think a big part of that last drive is their quarterback, Ethan Visnes, a junior, the first-year starter. He's got big shoes to fill, wearing the same jersey number as their starting quarterback last year, Caden Olson. I mean, he had an efficient passing day against Legacy, just never had anything deep down the field, and those that were picked off. He actually got benched for a little bit in that game for the sophomore, L.J. Satchram, and then was brought in and just didn't have the greatest feeling probably exiting that Week 1 game. And even throughout the first half today, struggled a little bit. But that last drive, I mean, when it comes to confidence for Ethan Visnes in this second half, he built a lot of it.
He made a couple really good throws to the boundary there. And I got to thinking, I can't remember a game where I've called so many skilled guys. There are just so many guys contributing, trying to, leave their mark on this game. And, a lot of the skilled guys on both teams were replaced. But it's then, Smith was really productive in that first half for Sheyenne. Arukatan gets both touchdowns from 1 yard out there, and we've heard Zink, we've heard, just a number of guys on both sides of the football. Really good sign for both coaches, Newton and Coach Hendershot.
Of all those skill position players, quite a few got in the end zone. Bryce, why don't you run through the scoring summary of the first half?
We got started in the first quarter from 3 yards out. Schlichting got us started after a Minot High turnover. He went into the end zone. The extra point was wide right. That made it 6-0 Mustangs. Schindler evened things up from 2 yards out on a Wildcat. The Wildcat look for the Magi. Extra point was good, giving Minot High a 1-point lead. Anderson from 1 yard out towards the end of the first quarter extended the lead. Extra point was good, got us to 14-6 Minot High at that point. Arukatan from 1 yard out got a scoring started in the second quarter. 2-point conversion was good. Made it 14-14 at that point. Second quarter as well. 27-yard field goal by Blake Anderson gave the Magi the lead, 17-14. And right before the half, Arukatan, that same play, 1 yard out, extra point good, gets us to at the half. The road team, West Fargo Cheyenne Mustangs 21, Minot High Magicians 17.
A lot of our talk there coming back from the break about the Cheyenne offense and how they capitalized on that last drive to take the lead. What about the Minot High side of things, what's kind of that halftime conversation even about right now?
I just kind of the defense I thought played. I mean, they're playing much better this week, and we expected that. But just a few of those plays, like I said, that fourth down play was so huge there. You've seen him. Alexander's left his mark on this game. He has made a number of plays. It's great to have them back. If you're Minot High, you really missed him. I just stay the course. They've created some negative plays, and we've seen a number of turnovers, maybe a couple missed opportunities by both games, but they're right in the ball game, and it's going to be a great second half.
One of these teams looking for win number 1 on the season. Let's look at how the first half went down as we begin our Moonlight Home Improvement halftime show. When we come back, a look around the rest of the state, specifically 3A football, some interesting scores to get to, and maybe some more upsets brewing inside of North Dakota's prep football scene. 21-17 Mustangs will be back with the rest of the Moonlight Home Improvement halftime show on the PSP Network.
So Carson, how do I become a great football player like you?
Well, practice and having a professional team to answer the call and handle anything you throw their way is also important.
Hey Carson, thanks for teaching crew about community banking at First Western. First Western, you can bank on us.
The Jersey Mike's catering box is the easiest way to feed your friends. The hard part is picking your sub. That's why we're having a draft. With the first pick, Sarah from Carolina selects number 13, the original Italian.
You know, I trusted my gut, and that's exactly where the sub's gonna go, so.
Hold on, we've got a trade. Jake traded his second pick with me, because I'm starved. Freshly sliced subs to go, wherever you and your friends go. Jersey Mike's, a sub above.
For those who dream big, Ackerman Estvold is here with the latest tools and innovations to design smart. Our team of architects and engineers carefully plan every step of construction, making it possible to build bold. And most importantly, we know how valuable it is to give back, ensuring our communities continue to thrive for generations to come. That's Ackerman Estvold.
Having a lot of fun tonight at Dwayne Carlson Stadium in Minot, North Dakota. Just at halftime, West Fargo Cheyenne leading Minot High 21-17. A matchup that's been played 10 times, 5 times in the regular season, 5 times in the playoffs since they got together the first time after 2014 when Cheyenne became a varsity football team. And in the regular season, those 5 matchups, Cheyenne 5-0 against Minot High. The Magicians trying to break that streak.
Yeah, like I said, we are in for a very competitive second half here, and we've talked about the comparisons. These teams are so much alike in every aspect, and it's going to come down to the turnover game. I think it was going both ways there, but the turnover margin here is going to be huge here in the second half.
Well, we take a look around the out-of-town BNC National Bank scoreboard, and a team that went to a down-to-the-wire, literally last play of the game last week, the West Fargo Packers, losing in overtime to Bismarck High 13-12. They're another nail-biter tonight with the number 2 team in the state, the Legacy Sabres.
We've got, at the moment, under 2 minutes left, Owen. It's Legacy 28, West Fargo 27 in that one.
And elsewhere around 3A football, and on the PSP Network, Shanley a 27-9 lead late over Mandan. It looks like the Deacons are going to get 2-0 against a rebuilding Braves team as we get to the midpoint of non-conference play. Any other scores standing out to you, Bryce?
Yeah, I got a couple here. Bismarck a win tonight over Fargo North. That was 17-7, relatively close game there. Number 1 Davies knocks off Century 34-3. Another dominant effort by Davies.
Want to guess how many rush yards they had tonight? Get to 400 finally?
Oh, yeah. I mean, their ability to run the football, it's just fantastic what they do up front. Minot North, big win tonight on the road at Fargo South, 28-7. Sentinels. How about Red River in a close one, sending St. Mary's to 0-2, Owen.
And how about next week on the PSP Network?
Yes,
Those two
sir.
can match up. Grand Forks Red River and Minot North from Sentinel Stadium. Good to see the Minot North Sentinels back in town, #1 in AA football.
And #3 Central Cass is now trailing. Devils Lake just took the lead in that one. 2 minutes left in the fourth. Devils Lake 28, Central Cass 21.
We're going to take one break to end our halftime report on the PSP Network. Come back with the second half kickoff on the PSP Network.
It's the easiest way to feed your friends. The hard part is picking your sub. That's why we're having a draft. With the first pick, Sarah from Carolina selects number 13, the original Italian.
You know, I trusted my gut, and that's exactly where the sub's going to go. So
Hold on, we've got a trade. Jake traded his second pick with me, because I'm starved.
Freshly sliced subs to go, wherever you and your friends go. Jersey Mike's, a sub above.
Running out of time there in our Moonlight Home Improvement halftime show. Didn't even get to one of the best scores of the night on the PSP Network. Dickinson Trinity leading Central McLean. That's a top 5 team versus a receiving votes team in region. And looks like the Titans might have just extended their lead. You can catch the final few moments of that game elsewhere on the PSP Network. Here in Minot, our second half is underway. Kickoff received by the Mustangs inside their own 10-yard line, breaking right to the middle. Kai Schlichting, this might be big. He's across midfield, just got tripped up. Honor Amsbury. Now there's flags at the end of it. The kicker, Honor Amsbury, when he plays soccer, that goes down as a yellow card. Here it's a touchdown-saving tackle.
I just think he stuck his hand out, Owen, and it ended up grabbing the face mask, but it brought him down. I'm telling you, if I'm not mad one bit on that one. Amsbury found a way to bring him down and keep him from housing that kick. Could be a huge play in this game, Owen.
I mean, you just saw Kai Schlichting, a 6'3" running back, committed to North Dakota State, get the top speed right there at the 50. And Honor Amsbury, the kicker, part-time soccer player, part-time place kicker, get called for a 15-yard personal foul.
What a wild turn of events there. It looked like he wasn't touched up to that point. It looked like he was going to go untouched about 85 yards. And the kicker, I mean, hey, got the penalty, but
so after
kept him out of the end zone.
52-yard return, tack on another couple on the penalty. Now they get to Schlichting the sideline. There'll be a gain of 1. Cheyenne starts the drive at the 27-yard line. You talking about how important the kind of the 2-for-1 would be here for West Fargo Cheyenne to score going to halftime, score out of halftime to build a 2-possession lead. Looking for a touchdown, of course, to do that.
You see it. They're really starting to dial up that pressure, too. He loves having Alexander. He's coming off that edge.
Schlichting on the handoff. He will be one step away from the Surf Pro red zone, bringing about a 3rd down and 4 for Cheyenne. Anthony Alexander, who was not in paths last week in Fargo, did not play at all. I think that kind of added some more fuel to the fire today.
He looks great. He looks terrific. He's got that top-notch speed off the edge. But don't forget, he goes out there, he can guard a lot of those wideouts in space. He's so talented. How about the number 0 choice? You like that?
I do.
Like the 0? Okay.
Schlichting.
Great cut.
Still trying to get him a touchdown he might have missed on that kickoff return. Now the Mustangs officially into the Surf Pro red zone. 24/7 emergency service at Surf Pro.
It's the vision there, the cutback by Schlichting there, setting up 1st down. Been all Schlichting here to start this second half. We're only a minute 10 in.
Time to go 4 receivers. Cheyenne spread offense, but it's all about running the football there. They try and throw it to a guy who has 2 rushing scores today, Enoch Arukatan, but it's incomplete. Quarterback Ethan Visness He was on target on that last drive of the first half for the Mustangs until things got into the red zone. That's when it got a little interesting for the Mustangs. Had to rely upon their senior running back, Kai Schlichting. They'll try to do that again here. Tackled, or was hit in the backfield, eventually brought down after a gain of 1. That's Nelson again for Minot. Tucker Nelson, the senior interior defensive lineman.
He's been very active tonight. They're kind of splitting the double team again. He's done that a number of times tonight, setting the Mustangs up in 3rd and long.
3rd down and 9. They need to get to about the 4-yard line to keep this drive alive. Shotgun snap to Visnus. Quick throw to his right. Don't think that was hung on to. It was not. Looking for Evan Tiungson.
And once again, it's been the blitz packages Coach Fillion brings to the table here, getting the defense off the field, forcing a field goal attempt.
A 30-yarder for Jacob Gullix. This is his responsibility, the kicking game. Drives it through the uprights, and the Mustangs have another score. 9:53 left, 3rd quarter on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. Sheyenne 24, Minot 17.
I have over 60 years combined experience in the field. Not only are we writing estimates, talking with customers, we're in the shop working alongside of our team members.
I've always had a very strong passion for repairing vehicles. I've been doing it since I've been in high school, and I've always enjoyed seeing the vehicles repaired back to their original conditions.
Thank you for the opportunity to serve the Bismarck-Mandan community for the last 7 years. We look forward to expanding into our new addition to better serve our customers, Centennial Collision and Paint.
Another new score to report on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. Sheyenne 24, Minot 17. Your life's busy. That's why they'll make managing your money easy at BNC Bank. Locations in North Dakota, Minnesota, and Arizona. Find them online at bnc.bank. Tell you what, the kicking game always can come in handy here in North Dakota. Not many teams have the ability to use it like Minot and Sheyenne have tonight. A field goal made for either side. This one makes it a 7-point game.
Yeah, great job there by Gullix, but I put an asterisk by that. Oh, and trading 7 for 3 there is huge in this game that's kind of going back and forth. We talked about turnovers, a bunch of things, 4th down conversions, but that play by Amsbury, keeping him out of the end zone, settling for 3 there, could be huge in this one.
There's a nice return from Minot. I'll get to the 33 and maybe more. Tariq Bell, another return for the Magi. Speaking during the halftime break, if there's one guy, I know he's gotten the ball a lot on kick returns today for Minot, but one guy that maybe needs to touch the football a little bit more, that's Tariq Bell.
I like Tariq Bell a lot. This is the first time I'm seeing him this year and up close here, and he's got that speed. You could just tell he's looking to get more involved in this offense. See if Minot High has some packages for him here in the second half.
On 1st down, they'll go to Blake Anderson, a 2-yard gain. And as the Magi were going to the locker room for halftime, we had an injury note. Jackson Dahl, the kind of H-back, tight end, fullback, whatever you want to call him, he is on crutches right now on the sideline. And the Magi have brought in junior Robert Spraggs as the backup.
Yeah, it looked like it appears to be a knee injury. I don't want to speculate, but looks to be wrapped down there. His evening's done. Let's hope for the best for him.
Jet sweep to James Pallotta. Can he turn it upfield? He will, but is stopped pretty quickly by Riker Birnbaum. 3rd down and pretty long here for Minot High. Be 3rd down and 6.
Great play on the edge. It's been a number of times he plays on the edge. It looks like Minot's got that space. I know I've said it, but Sheyenne slams the door on it, setting up about 3rd and 7.
Just the tackling instincts of these defensive backs for Sheyenne.
Absolutely.
I haven't seen a team kind of swarm the football like they do. Sutton to throw. Got the comeback route. 1st down for the Magi. Logan Ludwig to the 47.
That's a great route. What a throw there by Sutton. That, like you said, that comeback route. Getting your feet down and bounce there. Moving the change. Huge first down for Minot High.
Still a 4-receiver formation for the Magi. Pass out to Ludwig across midfield and out of bounds. All of the young receivers Minot's going to be ushering in this year. Ludwig, Pallotta, Bell, and now Corbin Kraft getting some reps at the varsity level. He's just a sophomore.
Yeah, I've said it. The amount of skilled players that have touched the football in this game in some kind of capacity. It's been a lot on both sides here tonight.
Right at the 50, Bell goes in motion. Anderson takes the handoff. It's out off the right tackle. And a first down gain to the 42-yard line. Blake Anderson hasn't had that explosive run just yet. He's just been consistent for Minot High, eating up 4 to 5 yards when they need it.
Yeah, running well between the tackles. I like that. Show that little motion look with Bell. Maybe cause a little confusion defensively there. Nice run there by Anderson and a first down.
In Mustang territory. Now Kraft in motion, another bad snap for the Magi. Sutton's going to pick it up, try and make a play out of this. Throws it out of bounds. Ends up being really best case scenario for the Magi. They don't take the loss. It'll be second down and 10.
Almost a 10-yard loss there, but just the ability of just getting that football away. Such a huge play by Sutton. Get them to second down and 10.
I just know all the old school folks saying the shotgun all the time, but it's the offense. They're going to ride with it, just like a Davies team is going to continue running the football even if they fumble it once. Kraft behind the original line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 2. I mean, we just spoke about it, but Cheyenne's defensive backs, their ability to tackle, get to the football, and plenty of them on the same play, really, really amazing.
I'll give you one guess who was on that tackle for the Mustang zone. You get one guess.
I've said Zanker today. It said, could it be Benzie?
It was Benzie. Benzie flew over there. He read that right away, blowing that play up from the linebacker position.
Well, that's just a given. Third down and 12 for Minot. Still at the Cheyenne 44. Sutton, pump fake, now throws into double coverage. It's caught.
Oh, my goodness.
Pass is caught inside the 20. Still down on the ground and cramping. I think that was Tariq Bell.
I think it's Bell.
It was Bell. We said it at the start of the drive. Get it to number 9. And he picks up a first down, a gain of 25 yards.
I mean, just that was a tight window throw there, and Bell comes up with it. Let's hope he's okay here down.
Yeah, it's stretching like it would be a cramp, and he's starting to get up now. Tucker Nelson helping him over there. And
it almost looked like he was sandwiched on that play, too. That was such a tight window throw. He appears to be okay, jogging to the sideline. Ooh, what a throw, what a catch.
Replays brought to you by Ryan Family Dealerships. For 50 years, Ryan has been a trusted name for car buyers in Western North Dakota. Shop their entire inventory at driveryan.com, or one of their 5 locations in Minot and Williston. Magi into the Serve Pro red zone. A touchdown and an extra point will tie it as we get to the halfway point of the third quarter. In the gun, Ryder Sutton takes the snap. Give. 2-yard pickup for the Magi on the ground. Sutton still communicating with Coach Hendershot. He calls the plays, and it's up-tempo offense run by the sophomore in just his second start. It's been pretty good to start the year. Anderson off tackle. Another gain of 2. Third down and 6 on the way for Minot.
Yeah, he's handled himself very well here tonight. Like a big play from this drive is one people aren't going to talk about. That botch, the high snap, and just getting that football away. First off, gathering it, throwing it away, instead of taking that 10, 11-yard loss, huge. Then he comes back, makes that huge throw to Bell. Now it's 3rd and about 5 here for Minot High.
Go to the huddle this time where they draw up in the red zone. Gunville is with Sutton in the backfield. Whistles before the play. And a timeout taken by the Magi. They'll use one of their 3 second-half timeouts, and we will as well. This one's brought to you by First International Bank and Trust.
This page is in a history book, a time gone by. But even in this modern world, there are new frontiers to conquer. Whether you're tending the land to grow a better tomorrow or growing a business for new opportunities, the work you do powers the world. Exploring the frontier means stepping forward, shaping the future for yourself and for those around you. First International Bank and Trust, helping you live first, one step at a time.
Well, last year's home opener is actually the season opener for Minot High in an effort to begin their title defense in 2024. It started out with a 24-17 loss to the West Fargo Sheyenne Mustangs. They're in that position right now with 5 minutes and 9 seconds to go in the 3rd quarter, but on the verge of scoring and in field goal range as well for Blake Anderson.
Hey, wondering maybe they show another run here, but
so it's a pass. Sutton to the sticks, looking for Logan Ludwig. I hit him in one hand. It'll be 4th down and 5. Just another player down now for the Magi.
Bell again. He's cramping again here. He's down on the field.
Blake Anderson, the field goal kicker, he's already made one today. That was from 27 yards out. With the wind at his back, there's no wind to speak of anymore tonight. And Minot High is going to get an injury timeout to think about a decision here. Anderson is standing on the sideline, not really even warming up the legs, so be a go-for-it situation on 4th down and a very long 5 yards.
I like the call, though. I'd go for it here. They've been moving the football. You see, it really feels like Sutton is getting more comfortable as this game has went along, making some more plays in the pass game. Curious to see if maybe get Schindler out on the field there. He's come up with a number of big plays tonight.
Yeah, Schindler in the slot on the near side. Sutton's going to keep racing back. Now he runs back to the middle of the field, still hanging on to the football.
Oh my
across
goodness.
the field, a stiff ball past the 10 and a 1st down. Ryder Sutton ran a mile to pick up 10.
I wish we had one of those trackers. You know, like in the big time, the college football, the NFL trackers of how far he ran to get that yardage. It was Johnny Manziel-like O&P.
Well, I mean, he was back to the 30 before he started going forward again. Ryder Sutton.
You think he heard us about running more tonight? He's been running.
He's been chomping at the bit to do it.
My goodness, what a play.
1st and goal at the 5. Gunville. Jalen Gunville, that is. Maybe a loss of a foot. That's it.
Some of these 4th down plays tonight have just been, I mean, the execution on some of these has just been crazy. And now a 2nd and goal set up here for Minot High.
Kind of the red zone specialty. Tegan Schindler taking the snap for Minot. He's going to follow Gunville and a couple offensive linemen. Hustle his way through the pile. He'll get 2 yards to the 4. The official stopped the clock. There's a penalty flag somewhere.
Yeah, it's.
Legal formation. You have to assume that's too many in the backfield. Again, you take out your quarterback. We've seen Sutton kind of direct traffic and make sure something like
really
doesn't happen.
has.
And Schindler was in there, probably didn't pay that much attention to it. 2nd and goal now from the 10. Sutton back in. Still Jalen Gunville as the running back. Corbin Kraft in motion. Fake to him. Sutton going to step back this time, though. He's not going to go forward again. The Mustangs, Landon Zink, saw him in the backfield. Not sure who his partner was, though.
Yeah, great pursuit there. Blowing that play up. Nowhere to go for Sutton.
Kason Bernstein, as we saw on the Ryan Family Dealerships replay, helped out for the tackle for loss. Bernstein, a 6'4", 200-pound edge rusher for Cheyenne.
They always had. It's like they clone these guys at the defensive end position. These 6'4", 6'5" guys on the edge.
Third down. Sutton looking to pass over the middle. It's caught.
I can't tell you how. That is just a big-time throw. He threw it before he even looked going out of that route. Sutton had already delivered the football.
James Pilata, the touchdown catch. I was thinking interception right there at the goal line, but Pilata robbed it from the safety. And Minot will bring out Blake Anderson to tie this game at the end of the third quarter. Extra point. I had a lot of leg to it. He would have made that 30-yard or whatever they had set up earlier in the drive. But 7 sure counts a lot more than 3 does. And we are tied again on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. 2:42 remaining. Quarter number 3, Minot Cheyenne, even.
I have over 60 years combined experience in the field. Not only are we writing estimates, talking with customers, we're in the shop working alongside of our team members.
I've always had a very strong passion for repairing vehicles. I've been doing it since I've been in high school, and I've always enjoyed seeing the vehicles repaired back to their original conditions.
Thank you for the opportunity to serve the Bismarck-Mandan community for the last 7 years. We look forward to expanding into our new addition to better serve our customers, Centennial Collision and Paint.
Back on the Ryan Family Dealerships replay of this touchdown pass of 16 yards from Ryder Sutton to James Pilata. You were saying it was one of those connections between quarterback and wide receiver where it's on the same page. He wasn't even broken toward the middle of the field. I think the one guy that had the idea where that ball was going was West Fargo Cheyenne safety right there.
It looked like he was in a good position, but like you said, the confidence of Sutton to just – before he's even out of his break, just throwing that football right on the money to Pilata. Like I said, it looked like Sheyenne was in a great defensive positioning there, but the Magi tie it up on the extra point here. We're knotted at 24.
Still plenty of football to go tonight. Just 2 minutes and 42 seconds remain in the third quarter. A late start today in Minot. Get used to it. We'll have an 8 p.m. kickoff next week on the PSP Network as they host West Fargo High. The Packers, who just deliver fantastic finishes every Friday night. Another one in Legacy. We'll give you an update on it shortly. Kickoff return for West Fargo Cheyenne. The last one was a great one for the Mustangs. Another huge saving tackle there for Minot, stopping Landon Zink at the 26-yard line.
Try and get us an update on a final for Legacy versus West Fargo if I can here.
Legacy, of course, I guess surprised a lot of people with that win in West Fargo over the Cheyenne Mustangs last week. It was a 34-18 win, and it looks like they've gotten to 2-0, but not by a lot.
Another big win, a 1-point victory over West Fargo Legacy, that is. 2-0 on the season.
Speed option here with Kai Schlichting.
Oh, my.
Schlichting, there's a flag down. It will be a pickup of 21 yards as it stands. A Minot High player is slow to get up. We'll check the white hat for what this penalty is.
I think it's Pilata that's banged up there. I'm wondering if they got one of the wide receivers holding out there, Owen. Great call on that speed option there. They haven't had a lot of success with that in this ball game, but great pitch there. And you see yep, they're moving him back here. I think it's a hold.
Will still stand as a first down. It was so far away from the line of scrimmage. That 10-yard penalty is still going to be enough for West Fargo Cheyenne to net 12 yards.
Yep, they got a hold on one of the receivers out there, and like you said, still a first down. It was so far downfield on that speed option there. You see the speed there. How about the speed of Schlichting there when he got on the edge? NDSU got a good one.
They offered him in mid-March, and he basically signed the paper once he was handed to him. Incomplete pass, looking for Rukutan. So we've only been covering high school football games for just 3 weeks now in North Dakota. We featured quite a few NDSU signees. Trey McPartland out of Valley City during week 0. Still recruiting in their home state are the Bison.
Still doing it. There's a guy I love. Is a Sheyenne alum. Is Barika Penu at running back. I can watch him all day. His development.
Kai Schlichting looking to continue that line of successful running backs at the next level from Cheyenne. He's got a gain of 10.
I think we got another hold on this one, Owen. I think this is coming back.
And now in the vicinity of the offensive line for Cheyenne.
See it as Alexander looks like he is exiting the field, kind of hobbling.
Not a hold, but a chop block against West Fargo Cheyenne. The big difference there, instead of a 10-yard penalty, that's 15.
That's a personal foul. So that's going to be 15 and set up second and a mile here for Cheyenne.
See the Cheyenne coaches, and a lot of them are trying to figure out where or what that call was about. Second down and 25. The Mustangs will face now all the way back to their own 22-yard line. Clock will run under 2 minutes in the third quarter. Business rolling out near side. As the deep ball, it's contested, diving effort, but no catch for Max Zenker. Ran that little out and up, and Cheyenne nearly had it.
Great coverage there. I like, how about that rollout on the left side? That was a really good throw there by Business. That's a tough throw to make. He kind of set his feet, but rolling left, that's always tough for a young quarterback to make that play, throw that football. But great coverage by Corbin Kraft there.
Try this third down and 25 again to the Mustangs. Business, straight drop back, that halfback screen. A flag down. This might help out Cheyenne significantly, even though it's just a gain of about 4.
I think there was a roughing call.
Yeah, Business ended up on his back.
I think we might have roughing the passer here.
Parker Frattel was the one that pressured Business.
Alexander did such a good job. It looked like they had that screen set up there. He held the edge, forcing Schlichting back to the middle of the field.
Roughing the passer. He's going to give Cheyenne an automatic first down at the 37-yard line. Just when they were on 3rd and 25, Frattel with the roughing the passer is going to give the Mustangs new life.
Oh, what a huge call in this football game. And they were off the field. They had made the play. Personal foul gives them a first down.
Mustangs go to the ground, and Kai Schlichting, he went over 1,000 career rushing yards earlier today. And Bryce, I mean, he's the only running back that they have. I mean, they feature Enoch Arukatan a little bit on the goal line. He's listed as a tight end, but Schlichting, the only one that's going to get the ball between the tackles.
Yeah, it's kind of interesting. They haven't had Arukatan in the backfield. He's just kind of set up in that wing position, and I thought maybe they'd feature him in the running game, but you're right. It is Schlichting. It is heavy dose of him all night long.
Some play action there. And a pass complete across midfield to the 45-yard line. Another catch for Max Zenker. Try and see what we got on the Ryan Family Dealerships replay.
That ball is on the money. What a dart from Business to Mr. Zanker in the middle of the field. And Coach Hendershot, that roughing the passer penalty, just cannot have those mistakes, Owen, in these close football games like that.
To the outside, Zanker with some space, a good block to set it up. 11 yards to the slot receiver. Max Zanker. Keep those chains moving.
I'm going to highlight Birnbaum on that play. He made a great block out there to free up Zanker there on the edge there, and another first down for Sheyenne.
Clock running, 20 seconds to go, third quarter in a tie game. Sheyenne field goal was followed by a Minot touchdown so far in this quarter. Kai Schlichting to the 30. Clock will run and will likely expire in the third. 12 minutes to go, and nobody has the lead here in Minot on the PSP Network. It's Mustangs 24, Magicians 24. Keep it right here on the PSP Network for the final quarter football for your Friday night.
Not just the things we lose, but the memories. But there's hope. ServPro, with decades of experience in Minot and Bismarck, is always ready. Our certified professionals don't just restore homes, they rebuild lives. Because to us, you're not just a client, you're family.
Rooted in the heart of our vibrant communities stands Bravera Bank, offering complete financial services for banking, wealth management, and insurance. From home loans and checking accounts
Let me tell you about the cashback rewards with this account.
to wealth management, we'll help you forge your path ahead.
Let's create a plan to reach your financial goals. Sounds great.
With specialty insurance coverage, our advisors ensure your operation can carry on.
Looks like it's going to be a great harvest.
Exactly what we expected tonight. A close finish in Minot between two teams desperately searching for their first win of the season. Albeit it's just week 2, but for these programs, win number 1 usually comes early in the year.
Yeah, when it's the difference of saying, hey, 1-1 and 0-2, that's huge. And we've had a little bit of everything tonight. It's going to be, we still got 12 minutes, Owen. It's a lot of football yet to be decided here at Dwayne Carlson Field.
It's a 3rd down and 1 set up for the Sheyenne Mustangs. More of a throw than a pitch to Kai Schlichting, but he will make something out of that. Get inside the ServPro red zone, first down for Sheyenne. There's a Minot player down holding his left knee.
I think it's
Fertel.
Fertel.
No, Fertel standing next to him.
I see that a lot of early in the season, the cramps and something the players are dealing with.
Tariq Bell for Minot High has been.
I believe that's DeMakis.
Yeah, the senior K. DeMakis, 5'9", 220 on the inside of the defensive line. It's still a first down for Sheyenne. ServPro Red Zone 24/7 emergency service and trained technicians using advanced technology and specializing in fire and water cleanup and restoration. It's ServPro. Visnus throws to the end zone. It is intercepted at the 1.
He's
the
got
return
room
by Tegan Schindler is across the 40 and out of bounds at the 43-yard line. Sorry, that was Corbin Kraft with the interception and the return. There is flags.
You could see it, and they tried to pull that double move, and Kraft just sat on it. What an interception turn of events in this football game. The penalty was after the interception, so maybe a block in the back.
Yeah, that long return of 42 yards is going to be brought back significantly to the 18-yard line, but let's watch this interception again on the Ryan Family Dealerships replay.
You can see it up top. He tried to go the double move, just sits on it. What a play. Corbin Kraft, the sophomore.
I think he's kind of out there because Tariq Bell has been on and off the field with those second half cramps. And Kraft, way to make your mark on this one.
We talked about that roughing the passer. It looked like Sheyenne destined to score on that drive there. First down after first down. They take a shot on a double move, and Kraft's there. Great coverage.
Low snap. Sutton's going to pick it up, and he is spun to the ground. He's actually going to go forward for 3 yards.
Oh, maybe a couple more.
Yeah, all the way across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Eventually, Kason Bernstein is going to get the stop. Throw. Quick pitch and catch to the Cheyenne sideline. Going to go to Palada.
I believe it's Palada. Yeah, we're
First
trying
down.
we're doing our best to try and see here, but you get it on that far sideline, it's tough. We're trying to make out who it is. So I think it was Kraft that sprung him free with a big block there too. I haven't seen Bell back in the game here.
Schindler in motion. Anderson, the carry. Anderson to the 40. Upfield at the 50. Blake Anderson shifts. He's to the 30. Inside the 25-yard line. It has to be brought down by Benzie at the 23. Blake Anderson, we were waiting for the explosive run.
About a gain of 48 on that one. Owen springing loose on the edge. Anderson, what a play, setting up Minot High into Sheyenne territory.
First down and 10 at the Mustang 23. The Magi, after that explosive run of nearly 50 yards, are going to slow down and get the right personnel on the field. Sutton claps, gets a bit of a jump for the Mustangs. Back out of the neutral zone and a handoff to Schindler. He's going to try and race to the outside. Now he is inside the 10. Another flag is on the field. But Tegan Schindler right now, again, got a 15-yard gain there awaiting the call.
We've had a number of flags here in this ball game here tonight. I believe it's going to be another hold here on Minot High.
Block in the back is called against the Magi. A run by Schindler that got him inside the 15. They're going to end up at the 26 now. First down and call it 13 yards. Kraft, the near side receiver. Sorry, that was Ludwig. Kraft trying to set up that block, but Ludwig dropped the pass.
That's just a case of looking where you're going before securing the football there.
I think for Minot, do you want to use more of the clock here and let your defense try and get one final stop, or is it just score whenever?
I think it's just continue with your tempo, continue what you're doing. I'm not thinking about that yet, and you're in a try and get yourself into a manageable third down situation here.
Schindler on the run. And the defensive line for Cheyenne able to get a hand on him, kind of slow down that progress. Schindler has some incredible speed as put on display today. Brennan Gable, I'm going to give him the tackle there.
Let's see, put the ball here, something in Sutton's hands, let him create. He's been able to do it with his feet tonight.
They've needed that kind of play. Ryder Sutton has got it. Gave it to him. It's third down and 9. few yards away from the red zone. Sutton, pump fake. Now there's pressure. He's going to scramble again. Step up between two Mustangs. Out of another sack, and eventually will go down behind the line of scrimmage, but not before a wild chase to get the quarterback.
I think it all ended up in about a half-yard gain, maybe a half-yard loss. I'm not sure. Oh, was it? Okay. Yeah. It didn't look like that much to me, but okay.
Grayson Olsen in there.
Another Manziel like it. I just think Johnny Manziel when he's running like that.
Blake Anderson, they decide not to go to him from 30 yards out. They do go to him from 42. Anderson, the senior, it's got the leg, and it's got the accuracy.
Oh, Anderson, another field goal, giving the Magi the lead. This one from 42.
Blake Anderson on the Ryan Family Dealerships replay. It's good, and on the BNC National Bank scoreboard, it's 27-24 Magi. Just 7:44 to go tonight in Minot.
At the same time, or in the same way. But no matter when or how, Ferendry Electric Cooperative is there to help power every moment of it in countless ways. Because whenever it starts, one thing is certain. We never stop. Ferendry Electric Cooperative is a Touchstone Energy cooperative, your source for power and information.
There have been only a few kicks I've seen go between the uprights from 40 yards plus in North Dakota. I know it happens a little more often now in the 3A level than it has before, but Blake Anderson, 42 yards to give Minot High the lead.
How about Coach Hendershot giving them the opportunity to go out there and just Anderson just answers the call there. What a huge kick, giving them the lead here under 8 minutes left here in the fourth quarter.
Wait, the kickoff from Anderson. They've given him the kickoff responsibilities back, even after that great tackle by On Ramsey.
It's out of bounds.
An illegal. Forgetting the words already.
Legal procedure, right?
It's been a long baseball season. You got the pitch clock violation still. So Cheyenne will start at the 35-yard line. Feel the pressure to get points here for Cheyenne. I know there's 7:44 to go, but at times Minot High has been great at chewing up the remaining time.
I think they would love to just kind of grind this down, get Schlichting, get a few first downs with the ground game here is what they're going to try and do.
Mustangs have 3 timeouts as this drive begins with a handoff to Kai Schlichting. Flag down. There was some action in the backfield way away from the play. It wasn't another roughing the passer, but 2 flags flew at the same time.
It wasn't so much holding. It was about a tackle by the left tackle. He was guilty on that one, drawing multiple flags.
And Grayson Mowry.
I believe it was Mowry, yeah.
They just tackle. First down and 20 for West Fargo Cheyenne. Second half, I mean, 1 every 3 plays has been a 10, 15-yard penalty for both teams. Those pre-snap penalties last week, and now the hold to the personal fouls tonight. Another kind of fadeaway pass from Ethan Visness. He's going to fall just short of his intended receiver, who's still down.
I think we have another cramping situation here.
Tell you what, this weather, I mean, it's not 80 degrees like you'd expect, but
not.
Just that dramatic change from when it was 80 not too long ago down to about 50 and dropping tonight. And Landon Zink will get up and get off to the sideline. They're going to try and get play resuming here quickly. Cheyenne's going to get the huddle here. Get their best play call in for 2nd down and 20. A lot of times it's just kind of that draw play, just make 3rd down easier, but here they go 5 wide. 3 to the right, 2 to the left of Visness. No high safeties for Minot High. Gonna run to the middle. It's caught at the 40, getting ahead to the 42. It is Max Zenker. He's been targeted nearly 10 times tonight. He's making another big catch.
And they like that route there in the middle of the field there. Business putting it on Zenker. 1st down. Nope, they're about 3 yards short of a 1st down here.
And they needed 20. They got 17. Business to Zenker. Still no high safeties for the Magi as Kai Schlichting will leap forward for 4 yards. And the Mustang drive stays alive. Time down to 6 minutes and 40 seconds to go in the football game tonight. Thank you for joining us on the PNSP Network. We wrap up a late night of football in North Dakota. Screen pass to Zenker out of his reach, and one of the more easier to complete throws, some might think, to Zenker out of all those he's caught tonight.
It looked like they had it pretty well set up there, too. It looked like Arukatan had a pretty decent block there on Alexander.
2nd down and 10, 3rd down and 15 have not phased West Fargo Cheyenne tonight.
Hasn't really phased either team here. And, you know, these 4th down, 2nd and long, 3rd and long, we've seen a number of them converted.
From the middle of the field on 2nd and 10, Schlichting got tripped up right away. It was so fast, I don't think he even got blocked. It was Tucker Nelson once again.
Nelson again in the backfield.
Yeah,
he did not that play up.
Right through the middle, Nelson. Will go as just a loss of 1 for the Mustangs. Again, 3rd down and facing a whole 11 yards ahead of him. Got to watch where Zenker is.
Look at that middle of the field here. Owen Zenker's right there.
Said he's going to cut to the sideline. He'll throw it to him. A jump ball almost caught by Arukatan on the deflection by Ludwig. Incomplete. 4th down. This went 2 very different directions right here.
That's such a great play by Ludwig. He was all over it, but almost ends up in Arukatan's hands. Be interesting here, Owen. 4th and 11. We got 5:47. They've got 3 timeouts remaining here. You could punt the football if you'd like, but they're going to line up and go for it.
4th and 11 from their own 46. 5 receivers, empty backfield for Ethan Visness. Downfield, now he's going to move around towards the near side. Throws downfield, he's got a wide open man. It's Riker Birnbaum, but he threw it too far out of the boundary.
You could see they had it. They were looking for Zenker on that one again. He's been the go-to guy. Great coverage in the middle of the field by the Magi.
Had Birnbaum running free, just didn't lead him. It's a turnover on downs, and Minot High will take over in plus territory.
Still got your timeouts. You know, it's a gamble. You know, you're gambling. It's been a wild game this evening, and you're telling your defense, hey, get us a football back. Get us a stop. We got 3 timeouts. We still got a long time. We got over 5 minutes. Plenty of time.
5 minutes, 38 seconds until our Planning Team Financial Advisor Shots Crossroads post-game show. Yeah, heavy dose of running the football, you'd have to imagine, for Minot. Blake Anderson will start the gain of 4.
Nice little drive starter there. Gain of 4. Like you said, you're probably going to see a heavy dose of Anderson. Try and bleed some of this clock. Couple 1st downs on the ground. Challenge your guys up front.
Anderson to the left of Ryder Sutton in the shotgun. Trying to be patient in the backfield, find a hole. Was that a flag that flew? Nope. Something on the Cheyenne sideline. Another gain of 4 for Blake Anderson brings up 3rd down and 3.
You got to believe the same thing here. I just keep pounding with Anderson, and depending on your yardage on 4th down, if it's manageable in a short situation, you got to believe maybe just.
Oh, Anderson just came out of the game.
Oh,
They brought in Tegan Schindler. Not a bad second option though.
There you go. Shows you what I know, Owen.
Ludwig on his own to the near side as a wide receiver. Schindler in the backfield with Sutton, and Schindler is taken down for a big loss. Brennan Gable blowing up another play.
Gable was all over that one, that negative play. Probably forcing Minot High here into a punting situation. Got to play field position, you believe. Try and make Sheyenne go the length of the football field.
The Mustangs are going to hang on to all 3 timeouts as well. Minot going to late substitute on their punt team. Play clock down to 10 seconds. They don't even have Blake Anderson to punt. They have the wrong unit out there. Ryder Sutton still on the field. Just got off in time. I don't know what that was all about.
We either have a timeout or a delay.
Too. Yeah, Chauncey Hendershot just going to call a timeout. Ryder Sutton was backpedaling on the field of play. That was nearly a delay of game. 12 men on the field. Instead, it's a First International Bank and Trust timeout called by the Magi. No, it was a delay of game. They're huddling like it was a timeout. That is a delay of game to the 49-yard line.
I find it a little interesting that Anderson's not out there punting in this situation.
Well, they had him on the sideline for that 3rd down play, and then still don't bring him on after that huddle. It's still Tegan Schindler back to punt this one.
Step 1, you got to get the punt off here. Get it off. Good snap.
It's a good snap, and Schindler a line drive. A lot of spin to it. Will bounce at the 21-yard line. Roll
really good
all
punch.
The way to the 10, the 9, the 8, towards the 7. What a kick from Tegan Schindler. 43 yards as a few extra seconds come off the clock there while the Magi were waiting to down it. Cheyenne will take over. 1st down and 10 inside their own 10 with 3 minutes, 12 seconds to go, 93 yards.
What position has Schindler not played? That's what we need to.
Right guard.
Well, we still got some game left. You never know. He can maybe get in. Probably on the depth chart, he's probably listed emergency on the offensive line for this team.
During that planning team financial advisor Shots Crossroads post-game show, we will speak to our Sport Clips MVP of the game tonight and also name the Magic City Home Leisure move of the game. As always, quite a bit to choose from there. And the chance that we have an even better play still in store. Mustangs down 3, 93 yards to go to the end zone. It's a short out route pass. Looking for Riker Birnbaum, incomplete.
That's a tough throw there to the boundary there. Tough throw to make there on 1st down for business. I'm looking at Zinker. I'm highlighting Zinker here on this drive. They're going to look at getting him into the middle of the field. They've looked at doing that a number of times tonight. It's been Visness, go-to guy at the wide receiver position.
Can't forget about the pass-catching ability of Kai Schlichting.
Schlichting, you slip him out to the flat, he can get loose as well.
He's in the slot to the left of Visness, who's alone in the backfield, drops back into the end zone, lets it rip over the middle. In the area of both Schlichting and Zenker, and incomplete. Is that Tariq Bell down for a 3rd time?
Yep, somebody's down there in the secondary.
As we're dealing with cramps all night long. Has hardly played in the second half. Now
I believe
pause before 3rd
Case
and 10.
and Mello just came out for him onto the field.
They've been rotating in Corbin Kraft, Mello. Cheyenne's going to get time to talk about 3rd down and 10. As we take time to thank another few of our sponsors on the PSP Network, including Dakota Square Arco. They invite you to the 8th annual Fuel the Fight on Saturday, September 6th. That's tomorrow. In fact, PSP Network is going to be there as well. Streaming live from the Dakota Square Arco in Minot, North Dakota. The Fuel the Fight helps patients offset transportation costs when requiring treatment at Trinity Health Cancer Center. Cancer Care Center. Don't miss Fuel the Fight on Saturday, September 6th, tomorrow. That's at the Dakota Square Arco in Minot. I hear there's a chance to win, like, gas for a year, something like that.
Gosh, could really use that.
I'd take that.
You could use that, a little back and forth trips to Washburn, huh?
Fargo last week.
Fargo, Bismarck, Dickinson maybe?
3rd down and 10. Visness, middle of the field, caught Zenker. First down and some more to the 33-yard line. 26 yards from Visness to Zenker.
There it was, Zenker, middle of the field. Visness finds him, huge first down.
Just when you think they're out of it on 3rd down and 10, throwing from the Minot end zone. Visness finds another completion. Now a run, Kai Schlichting always has the chance to be big. This one, though, limited to 5.
Big tackle there by Blake Anderson. If he gets by Anderson, Owen, he has a chance. He could still be running right now.
Clock is ticking towards 2 minutes. Visness, quick hitter, makes the catch to C.J. Smith, and had he stayed his balance a little bit more, walked the tightrope at the sideline, there's a chance he's gone.
Yeah, you could see it. Took a gamble over there. Bell took a gamble, tried to jump that route, the completion, and a first down for the Mustangs.
Again, with these 5 wide receiver looks, Minot High doesn't have a safety back there. It's Bell, and then it's nobody. First down and 10 at the 45-yard line. Clock stops after he goes out of bounds. Visness, straight drop back. Zenker again over the middle. One after another to Max Zenker to the 36-yard line. Still over 2 minutes to play.
Yeah, it looked like he looked off to the left there. Came back to the middle of the play. That they love Zenker in that kind of that post in the middle of the field. Find him again. He's in the slot again here, Owen.
The last game going tonight in North Dakota is destined for a fantastic finish. Kai Schlichting to the 32 brings up 2nd down and about 4 for the Cheyenne Mustangs.
It'll be interesting to see her. They haven't been dialing up any pressure, Owen, with 4. See if they go with maybe a little exotic blitz look here. Try and create some negative plays.
An incomplete pass to Kai Schlichting. And West Fargo Cheyenne asking for a bit of a personal foul penalty there. Schlichting, it was out of his hands for maybe a second or two and then got hit and rolled out of bounds. But no flag, and it'll be 3rd down and 4 for Cheyenne. A team that hasn't had to spend a single timeout on this drive.
Yeah, it's been really good here, 2-minute drill style here, and now they got Zenker in the slot. Here's what I would do. I'd run something like a double move, fake to the middle, go to the outside of the pylon.
Well, they're looking the other way.
Great coverage.
Yeah, great coverage right on the hip of C.J. Smith, the intended target.
Step for step, I believe it was Bell.
Yeah, he's been battling those cramps all day today. And now with 1 minute and 16 seconds to go, it's 4th down and 5. I wouldn't call it the ball game right here. With still 3 timeouts and 76 seconds, but Cheyenne would sure like to score on this possession. It's been going well so far. Shotgun snap to Visness. He's looking to Zenker's side. He's going to step up, has a running lane. Tuck it. Visness to the 20, a 1st down and more. Visness almost to the 10-yard line, ushered out of bounds at the 11. He does it with his legs this time, Bryce.
How about Visness? It looked like they maybe had Zenker in the corner of the end zone by the pylon there. He elects to do it with his feet. We got 1:07, 3 timeouts. Cheyenne's in business here.
We've seen Jacob Gullix hit a field goal already today. It was from 30.
Got to believe they're going to show a couple power runs here with Schlichting. Got to believe.
They've got the time. They've got the timeouts. And they're in the Surf Pro red zone. First down and 10 from the 11-yard line. Shotgun snap to Visnes. He'll give it right away to Kai Schlichting. Flag down as Schlichting barrels his way to the 5. A game that has featured plenty of penalties. Both coaches would call it enough. Here's one more.
We have another holding call, Owen, in this game. That's going to be 10 yards. Set them up in 1st and long here.
They're going to accept the penalty, go back to the 20-yard line. Does mean, though, you give Cheyenne some more plays to score instead of 2nd down and 5 for the 5.
You got to love the negative play, though. You got to love getting them back towards the 20 there. And I mean, neither team has really got any pressure on the quarterback here in this game.
A pass play. There's the pressure you were just talking
There
about.
it
Business
is.
trying to escape. Now he's going to give one up. Through the hands of a Minot defender. And incomplete.
Remember what I said, Owen, about across your body, middle of the field? It was Ludwig who had the chance, I believe, at picking it off.
Alexander was over there. Had Pallotta in coverage.
They really dodged the bullet there. 39 seconds now.
Still think you can run it with the amount of timeouts they have.
I mean, you really can. I mean,
3 timeouts in their back pocket. You're not going to have them tomorrow. 5 wide. Visnes squares over the middle. Touchdown, Mustangs.
And it's Zanker in the middle of the field again for Sheyenne. What a throw.
34 seconds left. Visnes, Zanker, and he just got in between a couple defenders. One of those handoff communication. Who's going to fill the middle of the field, and nobody did. And now an extra point to make this a 4-point game. This is a big kick for Jacob Gullix. And he's got it. 34 seconds to go. Visnes, Zanker like so many times before.
I can't believe I wrecked my car. There are some things in life we can't control. But what's important is how we respond. At Jerome's Collision Center, they provide the highest quality of service, assuring the job gets done stress-free and making it feel like a breath of fresh air. And to give you peace of mind, they handle the insurance.
Are you even a therapist?
Don't worry about it. Jerome's, they're the experts. Jerome's.
Just 3 times in their 12 years of existence have the Cheyenne Mustangs start out a season 0-1. They have never started 0-2. And Max Zanker, well, it might have helped this team get to 1-1.
What a drive. It had a little bit of everything. We had penalties. Zanker was just terrific. His ability to create some separation, him in the slot, just kind of a matchup nightmare for Minot on that drive, delivering the blow and the go-ahead touchdown here in the 4th quarter for the Mustangs.
Minot will get a chance. 2 timeouts, 34 seconds, and depending on this return, a whole lot of field in front of them. A returnable kick for Tariq Bell. He's got to go up the field at some point. He does now, and out of bounds at the 37-yard line. 27 seconds left. It just showed not too long ago that Blake Anderson could hit a 42-yard field goal.
But they're down 4, Owen.
Oh, yes.
They're down 4. I'm sorry. I know
I just
where
mentioned that extra point.
You did. Yes, you did. You just forgot for it. No problem. Hey. This game's had everything. Let's see what Sutton can do here on this drive. They still got 2 timeouts. You can use the middle of the field. Screen
goes to Anderson. Still running up the middle. He's got the first down, so the clock will stop for a moment, all the way up to the 48-yard line, but Minot High is going to immediately fire off the timeout.
I love that play call there. Something Cheyenne wasn't ready for there. You're in opponent's territory. Still got a timeout. Got to get into a situation where you take a couple shots to the end zone. You really do. So give Sutton a couple shots, throw something up into the end zone, allow one of your skill guys to make a play.
Scouting report on him, a strong arm.
Yeah,
we have seen him throw some great balls down the field. They just haven't been caught. Some of them maybe just a little bit inaccurate. This is his second start as the quarterback for the Minot High Magicians. Sutton has 4 receivers in the formation, 2 to either side. It's 1st and 10 with the Mustang 48. Again, they go to Anderson. This time it's incomplete. And Anderson was about to get hit by Landon McFarland if he hung on to it.
I think that's a good idea. I think it was a good idea that it went through. I mean, he was dead there in his tracks there, and you would have had to burn your other timeout. So not the worst thing for Minot High there.
Yeah, just took 3 seconds off the clock. Three receivers near side. Sutton looking at that one-on-one. The comeback route. He's got the first down to James Pallotta. 11 seconds to go.
And you see it. What a throw delivered towards the sideline. Getting out of bounds, conserving the timeout.
The 35. Think Sutton can hit that goal line from here.
I think he can. He's talking about the big
Still
arm.
going to try and take a chunk out of it, but threw it high. Again, Pallotta, this time some tighter coverage from the Mustangs. Will bring up 2nd down and 10. Another 4 seconds go off their clock, which means Minot's got 2 plays left and 1 timeout.
Yeah, you're going to look for something towards the sideline quick here. Try and burn, 3-4 seconds, then you take your shot to the end zone.
They've run the last 3 plays in 11 seconds. 2 incompletions. And the first down pickup of 18 yards to James Pallotta, for 13 yards. Sutton, he's going to run. Time expiring. He's got to get the end zone. He stepped out of bounds, but there's zeros on the clock. And the Sheyenne Mustangs pick up a win in Minot. Just like they did last year, spoiling the home opener. They do it again in 2025. 31-27 the final on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. The Mustangs have win number 1 this season. And we will come back with the planning team financial advisor, Shots Crossroads postgame show, joined with the winning head coach, Jeremy Newton of the West Fargo Cheyenne Mustangs, as well as our Sport Clips MVP of the game. That's next on the PSP Network.
Work is proudly brought to you by Make sure to like and follow PSP Network on all social media platforms. PSP Network, it's game day.
As a group of people living in the same place or sharing common goals. Community is the largest part of our name, and we make it the largest part of our business. We support our local schools, organizations, youth programs, and local events from Bowman to Bismarck, because we all share a common goal to better the quality of life in our communities. Come bank with us at Dakota Community Bank and Trust, your real community bank.
We want it all. We want our dog to fetch it.
Drop it.
And drop it.
Clean it.
We want to fix it ourselves. And actually fix it. We want to order the market price lobster. And know the market price of the lobster.
How much is... Whatever the market says.
Sadly, we can't have it all. Except at Sport Clips, where we check in with the pros in men's hair and totally check out with pure, uninterrupted relaxation. Sport Clips. It's a game changer.
A phenomenal game in 3A football to wrap up your Friday night viewing of high school football in North Dakota. The 8 p.m. start, and hopefully you stuck around with us until the end. A incredible finish to a non-conference 3A football game tonight. The West Fargo Sheyenne Mustangs avoid an 0-2 start by picking up a win away from home in Minot, North Dakota. A 31-27 victory, a late touchdown pass from Ethan Visness to Max Zenker gave him the lead, and a late stop. They had the quarterback Ryder Sutton run out of bounds. You saw the vision there for him. He picked up a couple yards, just needed 1 second left to make that last heave to the end zone, but ran out of bounds with no time remaining. And as we transition into our planning team financial advisors Shots Crossroads post-game show, Bryce Gutknecht is down on the field with the victorious head coach, Jeremy Newton. He'll also be joined by our Sport Clips MVP of the game in just a moment. Bryce, take it away. Well, I know Coach Jeremy Newton had some great answers there. We heard him here in the booth, but I don't think you heard him out on the YouTube. So Bryce is going to speak with Max Zenker. Might have to relay the message. We're having difficulties with our connection down there with the mic. But Max Zenker, that touchdown catch to wrap up the game tonight for West Fargo Sheyenne, wrap up the win. He was depended on for 10+ tonight. He was targeted probably close to 20 times today by West Fargo Sheyenne in the second half. He is your Sport Clips MVP of the game. Again, we're sorry about this microphone malfunction tonight on the PSP network. As Sheyenne going to enjoy a 31-27 win over the Minot High Magicians today. We'll have the rest of our planning team financial advisors Shots Crossroads post-game show coming up. Whether you're looking for a full-service financial plan or planning for farm or business succession, Planning Team Financial Advisors here to be work toward achieving your financial goals. Visit them online at planningteam.com, helping clients work toward financial freedom. And Shots Crossroads, your post-game headquarters. Order online at shotscrossroads.com. Get filled up on their delicious menu. It includes the famous number 99 team buses are always welcome at Shots Crossroads. Again, we're very sorry for the difficulties there. Getting the interview upstairs tonight. Max Zenker, your Sport Clips MVP. We'll definitely talk about him a little bit more as our postgame show continues. Final score tonight, West Fargo Sheyenne 31, Minot High 27. Postgame show continues after this.
Learned a lot about why local matters. Unlike those guys, we take pride in our work and back our tires with our Plus Plan guarantee to get the most out of your tire's lifespan.
Are the tires the same size on all the sides?
We strive to provide great value to our guests and lowest prices guaranteed.
That's not good.
Stop at a trusted tire and auto and get a set of tires from people you know and trust, and will even match those guys.
As a group of people living in the same place or sharing common goals. Community is the largest part of our name, and we make it the largest part of our business. We support our local schools, organizations, youth programs, and local events from Bowman to Bismarck, because we all share a common goal to better the quality of life in our communities. Come bank with us at Dakota Community Bank and Trust, your real community bank.
To introduce the fabulous edition of the Master Spas line, including the phenomenal Michael Phelps Swim Spas. Enjoy the relaxing health benefits and enjoy 0% financing up to 72 months or up to $5,000 off on all spas. You'll also find $2,000 off the MSRP on all pools, swim spas, and saunas. Come see for yourself the outstanding lineup of Master Spas, including the Michael Phelps Swim Spas, exclusively at Magic City Home Leisure.
Easy. They take care of their customers.
That's right, Carson. You may be number 11 on the field, but at First Western, you and our customers are never just a number.
First Western provides the best in customer service.
When our customers call with a question, we answer their call personally.
Now that's pro-level service.
Thanks, Carson. Professional, friendly, full-service banking is what you can count on at First Western.
First Western, you can bank on us.
Welcome back into our planning team, financial advisors, Shots Crossroads post-game show. Final score tonight at the McGinsey National Bank scoreboard: Sheyenne 31, Minot High 27. Action-packed from start to finish. Defensive plays in the first half leading to points, and then the offense is creating them on their own in the second half. Bryce, that was impressive.
I was talking to Coach Newton as I'm catching my breath. Sorry, I was running up the stairs, but he was exhausted. He said just a wild game, back and forth. So many things happening, turnovers, penalties, huge plays. I mean, I was interviewing. I'm not sure if our audience. Yeah, I apologize for that. It's not for lack of effort, I'll tell you that. But Max Zinker was shaking with excitement. He was so excited. What a moment there for Sheyenne football. Big road win here tonight at Dwayne Carlson Field.
And you talked to our Sport Clips MVP, Max Zinker. I mean, to put the team on your back like that as a wide receiver, that is some tough stuff. I mean, you can hand the ball to Kai Schlichting 30 times a night, and he can give you 100 and some yards and a couple touchdowns, but as a wide receiver to be targeted that much in the second half, the defense knew where they were going with it. He still made the plays.
Yeah, correct. It was him. He was creating separation. He said, business, I'm going to be open. Give me the ball. I'm going to deliver. Just a young, confident kid. Like I said, I wish we would have caught the interview there, but God, they were excited. They're ready for some pizza and to get on the road. They know they came out with a huge win tonight here to get the 1-1.
Well, for not leaving town until 11 p.m. tonight, it is going to be a nice long bus ride all the way back to West Fargo. Let's take a look at some of the scoring summary from the second half, Bryce, how we got to this final score, 31-27.
So the second half, we were kicked off with I believe Gulix made that field goal. That was a 30-yard field goal to make it 24-17 at that point. 12-yard touchdown pass. Sutton to Pilata. That was a dime. That was one of the more impressive throws I saw in the evening. Extra point was good. Tied us up at 24 there in the third. Fourth quarter, a 42-yard bomb field goal by Blake Anderson gave Minot High the lead. And then it was Zinker, 19 yards out. Got us to 31-27. We were treated right tonight, Owen. What a ball game here. tonight in Minot.
Yeah, you talk about that winning touchdown for Cheyenne, but that last drive for Minot High, it's a young team with a young quarterback, and it's going to be a big learning moment there. 7 seconds to go, still 30 yards away from the end zone. You tuck it and run. We saw what Ryder Sutton was trying to do there, just take a chunk out of it, but extend the play a little bit too long with that timeout in the back pocket, and it's just a tough one to swallow tonight for Minot High.
It really was. They couldn't create any pressure on that last drive as well. Business had a lot of time to throw in the pocket and such, and then they get the football back. But like you said, Sutton's just trying to create a play. It's inexperience in that, but he really took a step tonight. I really did. He played tremendous. He ran some more, which I really liked. Delivered a number of great balls. I think the skill guys all took a jump tonight for Minot High. A lot to take away if you're Coach Hendershot.
All right, let's hand out our final award of the night. It's the Magic City Home Leisure Move of the Game, located right here in Minot, North Dakota. Hands down, that game-winning touchdown catch by Max Zenker.
And we had a lot of special plays tonight. We had a lot of things going on. That Sutton run was crazy here on this near sideline towards us. But you're right. It's Visna's delivering a strike to Zenker and securing a win here in the late stages of this one. And I mean, what a drive! It's just the penalties, and nothing was phasing them. There was all these things happening in this football game, from turnovers to mistakes, and the penalties were huge all night long. And you found yourself, each team found themselves in 2nd and 20 and 3rd. It didn't really seem to matter, to be honest. And what a win. Coach Newton, like I said, he's going to sleep well tonight, and that bus ride will be a little more enjoyable tonight here for the Mustangs.
Business to Zenker, your Magic City Home Leisure move of the game. Well, for West Fargo Cheyenne, it was their first game they played in the month of September, but that was worth the celebration like it was the state quarterfinals tonight to get to 1-1. They'll go back home next week and host the Century Patriots, and Century, a team that they've struggled to start this season now, that 0-1 start against Shanley, but they go on the road to Cheyenne. That's another one where the Mustangs, again, every team you play in AAA, that's a tough opponent, and it's tough to go 1-0 every Friday night. But the Mustangs, you feel like back-to-back wins over Minot Century ahead of that EDC schedule is going to take this Mustangs team a long way.
Absolutely. It seems like these non-conference games just get better by the week, and another loaded schedule next week, and Century's going to be hungry to, get a W. They've kind of struggled to score some points here early in the season, so see if they can get it going. But I think tonight, Cheyenne, with what Visness did on that last drive, his ability, and Zenker's his go-to guy. I mean, he just that drive, like I said, he got in that slot, and it's just like, hey, I'm going to the middle of the field of football. This is where I am, and they delivered, and what a win. What a game.
Meanwhile, for the Minot High Magicians, they're off to an 0-2 start this year. A loss to the preseason number 2 Fargo Davies, 42-14 last week, and a loss now to the preseason number 1 West Fargo Cheyenne Mustangs at home, 31-27. The game we'll be attending is theirs next Friday at home against West Fargo, 8 p.m. kickoff, 7:30 p.m. Valvoline Instant Oil Change pregame show. There's just a lot of things that you like out of this Magi team. It just hasn't gotten into a win yet. Next week against the Packers, another nice shot for Minot.
Yeah, offensively, I thought it was terrific for them. I know they made some mistakes, but it wasn't just Blake Anderson. You expect a heavy dose of Blake Anderson, and you're looking for these guys on the edge to step up. I think you found that tonight. I think Pilata was great. Ludwig had opportunities. He did well. Bell, I really like Bell. The speed stands out to me. I think he's a true weapon for them on the outside, and I just think they took a huge step, especially offensively tonight, and Sutton really grew up tonight. I know, that last play's tough. Like, I get it, and he's just a sophomore. Like, let's think about this. He hasn't had the reps and stuff. He's trying to make a play. He did that a number of times tonight. Coach Hendershot, a lot of things to like out of this game. I know you ended up on the wrong end. You're 0-2, but you saw a lot of good things.
Yeah, still not even in the conference schedule when you start playing for postseason spots. That'll be a couple weeks away. Well, that does it for our planning team financial advisor Shots Crossroads postgame show tonight. for a great crew putting on the show. My color commentator, Bryce Gutknecht, I'm Owen Patterson. Your final score for the final time. It's West Fargo Cheyenne 31, Minot High 27. Tomorrow we got some volleyball for you out in Dickinson. It's a mid-afternoon. The Mavericks against the Minot North Sentinels on the PSP Network. Next Friday, a record 5 high school football games right here on PSP. 2 of them for the Magic City. Of course, we'll be at West Fargo and Minot right here at DC Stadium a week from today. Hopefully you'll join us then, but until then, have a good night, everybody.
The nuances of cutting men's hair. Less pomp, more adore, huh, Brittany?
Square face wavy hair.
Mid-fade with a textured top. Finish it off with the hard part and taper that neckline, coach.
Cowlick, what's the move? It's not just all about hard work here.
Hit all. 7. Pressure. Points. Yeah.
It takes expertise to be a sport clip stylist.
Here?
That's the spot. Right there, huh?
Sport Clips, the pros in men's hair.
Whether you're looking for a full-service financial plan or planning for farm or business succession, Planning Team Financial Advisors is here to help you work toward achieving your financial goals. With locations in Bismarck, Garrison, and Center, our full-service team of professionals are dedicated to helping you work towards achieving your financial goals. Visit us online, planningteam.com.
Securities offered through LPL Financial, member of FINRA and SIPC. Investment advisory services offered through New Edge Advisors, LLC, a registered investment advisor. New Edge Advisors, LLC, and Planning Team Financial Advisors are separate entities from LPL Financial.
This presentation on the PSP Network is proudly brought to you by Make sure to like and follow the PSP Network on all social media platforms and hit that subscribe button on YouTube. PSP Network. It's game day.
At Shots Crossroads, we make 8 gallons of homemade ranch dressing every day. So you can smother your dinner salad with it, dip those crispy golden French fries in it, and dunk your breaded chicken strips. You can even cover your... Wait, no. You can't put ranch on steak. Or can you? Shots Crossroads. Don't forget the ranch.